What's up, man? Wako, greetings. Julia, what's up? What's up? Go ahead and share it, please. What's up, Hassan? That's been a while, man. Go ahead and share, please. Sama Flora. Go ahead and share it, please. Thank you, Hassan, for sharing it. Share it on the group, any group that you know. Share it on the group. Any group that you know, then share it on your wall. I like this song. I'm going to play it again while we're waiting for a few more to tune in. Thank you, Hassan, for sharing it. Go ahead, please keep sharing it on groups. Keep sharing on the groups. Share it in groups. Send us like, heart. I will appreciate that, please. Helena, what's up? Please keep sharing it, and also invite and share. Thank you, Hassan. Hassan said, let's share it, ya Jama. Go ahead, share it in the groups. Any group that you know, share it, please. And also share it on your wall. If you can share it on your wall, that would be great. Thank you, Hassan, for saying let's share it. Any group that you know, go ahead, share it. And start inviting more people. Thank you for sharing it, Flora. Thank you. Any group that you know, go ahead and share it. Start inviting people. Share it with your friends. Invite your friends. And keep sending us likes so that we can have a strong video. Keep sending likes, hearts, share it. I will appreciate that. Atera, little bro from Juba. Thank you for watching from Juba. Even though it's early morning there, but Brother Atera is joining us from Juba. Also, can you tell us where you're watching us from? Right down below where you're watching us from, please. Like my brother Atera, he said he's watching us from Juba. If you can tell us where you're watching us from, I will appreciate that. Thank you for sharing, Mama Flora. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I want you to share it before we start. I want to make sure I have enough people before we do introductions. I will appreciate that. If you can invite people. Nora is watching us from Canada. Thank you for watching us from Canada, Nora. Share it, please. Share it with groups. Share it with groups. And start inviting people. to start inviting people. Start inviting people. I will start in 30 seconds from now. Meanwhile, go ahead and share it and tell us where you're watching us from. Yes, Bengala, Mama Flora from UK. I appreciate the time, even though it's early morning there. 2, I believe 2 a.m. I thank you for for watching from UK. All right, let's go ahead and start our topic. Thank you all for joining again. It's another week. I hope everybody's doing great, and I hope that you guys are doing awesome. It's good to see all of you guys again in this platform, day to day common sense, where you drop your sense. I thank you all for being part of this, and I also thank you for your commitment. It's wonderful. Can you guys hear me? Is my voice clear? It's wonderful to see you guys again. We have a different episode, and we would love if you can join us. I will appreciate your point of view and what can you tell us about the topic of today. I hope you have read the topic, what we're going to talk about today. We're talking about people that grew up with their relative. Are they the people that are they become successful in their life, or they become affected? Most people that grow up with their uncle, cousins, stepdad, stepmom, etc. Now they have grown, and now they become responsible people in their houses. They become wives, they become husbands, and when they used to live with their uncle at their uncle house, they've been treated like mates. They've been treated like slaves. They've been treated like animals, even though they are considered family member. But of course, they have buried all the things that they have seen in their early age. And every time when they try to talk or try to express or try to say this is unfair, who knows? Sometimes they beat them, sometimes they kick them away, sometimes they make them even work harder. And yet, their children are the one that sits, relax, and you are the one doing most of the job. You are the one that's being sent to market to buy food. You are the one that being sent. They sent you to wash, to buy soap, and etc. Now they ask you to come home, and when you come back home, they will ask you to wash everybody clothes, including the children that are in your age. So, what can you tell us? Does that affect you as a person, or no? Of course, now the life has changed. People now in diaspora, they're only living with their a small family, only father, mother, and a few people that are living with you. Only your siblings. Nobody else is staying with you at your house. In Sudan, in Africa, yes, people they stay, they share houses, they live together because cost of living it's very expensive there, right? So if your parents are poor, they have no choice than to allow you to go and live with your uncle and your cousins. You know, this is going to be the topic of tonight. Another thing that I need to mention, we're going to cancel Sundays due to work schedule. I think I will stick. Let's just do 2 days, Tuesdays and Thursday. I think that should be more than enough. If we can do only 2 days a week, we'll cancel Sundays because I go to see the children every other weekend. So I don't want to go there and do life while I'm with the children, right? So, and I just want to make sure that Sundays I can be free to do some other things. But if I end up in the mind the show and I have time, then I can come in and we can do something. But I don't want people to count on Sundays that so that I can do some other things. Even when we're doing shows on Tuesday and Thursday, I got no choice than to leave work early so that I can come and do this kind of shows. But because I love you all and I care about you all, that's why I will be committed to do Tuesdays and Thursday. And Sundays, it's going to be hard a little bit because of the workload and etc. But on Tuesday and Thursday, that's for sure. That's guarantee. We will have Tuesday and Thursday. With that being said, I'm going to go and drop the link. We'll start inviting people. But meanwhile, please continue sending likes, continue sending heart, and share it on your wall. Now we have 20 people. If you share it on your wall in the next 30 minutes or some will double up the number that we have. Or also, if you can share it on groups, we can also double up the number that we have now. I want to make sure that people are participating with us. And also, I'm sure there's people that have testimony or they've been in that kind of environment. So we need their point of view. We want to hear this testimony. How did they handle that? Was it easy or was it hard? And what did they learn from it? You know, those are the things that we're going to talk about. And I'm going to start dropping the link. And anybody want to come, you can come and tell us what you think. All right. Let me do this right now, dropping the links. Then I will start inviting people to come in. Meanwhile, please go ahead and start sharing the video. Share our video in any group that you know. We'll appreciate that. And also share it on your wall. That will be great. By doing that, that would be an awesome job if you do that, please. I dropped the link now. And anybody want to come, you can see the link and copy it and then come in. Come in and tell us what you think. Hello, Vivian. How are you? Good to see you. And thank you for sharing it, Vivian, on the groups. You always do an awesome job by sharing our platform every time when you come here. I really appreciate what you've been doing, and I also appreciate your participation. Means a lot. Go ahead, start inviting people, and start sharing it, please, if you don't mind. Now, let me do this. right. I drop the link. Anybody can come at any time. Anybody can come at any time to tell us what you think. What need to be done? What need to be done? How do you feel about uh, the people that we talked about? So many people they went through, and we want to make sure that we honor them because they means a lot. People that went through that, uh, it wasn't their choice, right? But they buried everything that they went through. They buried because they feel like there's no way out. Especially people that come for school. They came for school and they want to make sure that they have a very successful future. And when they come and live with their uncle, they found out the life is different. It's too hard. It was too hard for them, but they tolerate it. They accept it. They feel like they have no choice, even though they've been treated like mates. They've been treated like slave, and but because you have goals and because uh, they want to make sure they finish their schooling, then they tolerate all this. It's not easy. It's not easy for somebody to tolerate this, but most people they went through that. Most people they went through it and they just took it easy. Uh, but sometimes when you talk about it, even though now let's say you are mid 30s, and you still, of course, you will not forget it. You will never forget the way you've been treated when you were young. It will always be in your mind, in your brains. Whenever it sometimes bothers you. Uh, but if you become successful now, it is something that you're supposed to thank God for that. See, if you become successful now, then everybody, a lot of people went through it. Don't keep it for long. Don't keep it for a long time. Uh, and that's why when we have the spirit of forgiveness, you forgive and you let go. If your uncle can harsh with you, if your uncle can, was treating you unfairly, uh, you just say it's okay. It is well. It is well. But some people they look at it. It's not easy for sure, right? Some people it's not hard for them to let go, and some yes, they easy. They can let go easy. You know. But for those people that are hard for them to let go, what can you do? At that time, of course, you have no choice. Hello, Rose. How you doing, Rose? At that time, they feel like they have no choice. And they start washing everybody clothes, cleaning the entire house. They're the one that be sent to go buy stuff from the market. And not just that, they go and buy the stuff from market. They come home, they cook for everybody else. Meanwhile, your uncle's children are the one that are relaxing, are the one that's sleeping, while you are the one that runs and do the house chores and then cleaning up and all this. So did they bring you for them to use you as a mate, or they're supposed to bring you to raise you just like his own children or her own kids? And that include stepmom, stepfather, relative. That include uncle, cousins, nephew, you name it. They all, I just put a relative, you know. But when they choose to keep silence, when they choose to, even though if they go and complain and talk to their parents, guess what? Their parents will send them back to the same house and I'm look for abuse. The same house Al Kanama got for freedom. Now they took her or they took him back to the same house. Well, the parents cannot do anything. If your parents cannot do anything, then what are there's no choice, right? For whom they accept انه يشيلوا كل الاهانات. They accept to live في حياة that kind of environment. لأن ما في choice. No way. There is no other choice. لما يقوموا يفكروا في الموضوع ما في طريقة تانية. يعني لو مشوا بيت their parents will tell them what, go back to the same house. Of course, Susan, Ali, I did not mention, I did not say all of them, but I'm saying most of the people that grew up with their uncles. I've never been in that situation, but I have a lot of friends that been there, a lot of relatives, a lot of cousins that seen that. Thank God you have not when that you didn't go through that. Thank God. Of course, it depends on the person. How are you going to treat people that live with you? You know, finance bishufu know when you're living with someone, they have to use you. You know, finance bishufu. Hello, mom. How are you? I'm Flora.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Kevin,
good. And of course, about.
how's everything?
We thank God. Thank you for the Sunday. It was
All
good.
right. Yes, yes. So thank
Try
God
your
for it.
best.
You know. Yeah. So te kano bait kida.
اوكي دقيقة بس. هسه كده شوية أحسن.
I. Yes. Mm-hmm.
أوكي. شكرا. كيفكم إن شاء الله كويسين؟
We're seeing Alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
يوم تاني جديد ها؟
يوم تاني
Yes.
جديد.
Yes.
يوم محظوظ.
بنتكلم مع الناس اللي تربوا مع relative بتاعهم. Do you think ناس دي حسب they become successful ولا they become affected with the life بتاعهم؟ لأن لما كانوا صغار they're the one that they've been used to بيقول لهم غسلوا ملابس غسلوا this, they've been the one that been sent to buy grocery and لما نجوا بيت they're the one going to cook too, so they're the one doing everything, you know. And لما يعملوا يمشوا بيت يتكلموا مع أهلهم they will send them back. It's okay, he's your uncle, just take it easy. وفي عيال برضه with the same عمر, the same age, but they've been treated like queen and king.
مساء الخير ومساء النور لناس أوروبا وناس جنوب السودان. نهاركم سعيد لناس أستراليا وكل.
صوتي لسه بعيد.
اوكي خلاص الا البس السماعه بعد ده.
اوكي اوكي
كده كويسين.
ايوه.
Is that better?
But try to increase it more شوي. Hello. think we lost her. She's gonna tune in back again. Abby, how are you? Rose William, good to see you. How are you? Fatima, good to see you. Susan Alice, say hello, my people. Hello, good to see you, Susan. Your phone can I'm frozen, huh?
كان أعمل فروزن والله. ديل بيحبوني شديد الناس ديل. الحب شديد. I love them back.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Oh, dear.
Oh, welcome, mom.
Thank you.
Mm,
يعني زي ما قلت تحياتي لكل زول اللي بيحضر،
mm,
ولكل زول جحد مجهود وجا اليوم عشان يجي يحضر ويسمع علينا. ما عشان نحن أحسن منهم، لكن عشان نحن بس دايرين نشاركه
mm,
معاهم، يدونا
mm.
لا عليهم وندوم لا علينا. ده محل الونسة زمان كان عندنا الحوش، وعندنا محل بيت الجيران وخشم الباب، لكن هسه يا
أيوة.
بقى خشم باب بتاعتنا، يا
Mm,
بقى بيت الجيران لنا لأمهات زيي ولأولاد الصغار زيكم وللجيل الجايين
that's
في
true.
الحياة إن
Mm.
شاء الله. والله التوبيك ده sensitive شديد قاعد.
Oh, can you get here, Mama Flora? Is her voice clear? Can somebody write yes or no?
or give a thumb up.
Or give a thumb up? Okay, go ahead, Mom. They didn't say anything like in. Hopefully, they will write something.
Okay.
Mm.
So it is a very
Yes.
sensitive
Really, yes, right.
okay.
Mm.
It is a very sensitive topic actually,
Mm.
because as I know, 99% of our children are raised up by extended family who are in city,
Mm.
and some of them they have been damaged mentally, physically, emotionally, and some of them have failed due to that.
Mm.
Thank God for our children now and your generation who have been rescued, who haven't gone through that. But some of them, they have gone. In your age, some of them, they are damaged until today by
So,
stepmother, auntie, uncles, and all that.
so.
And they go home to the village, and they go home to the local area, and they go home or they go to a poor side of the city to
Mm.
collect their relative to come and be their servant. But in
Mm.
reality, they never tell the parents they are going to be servant. They say, I'm
Mm.
lifting your shoulder up. Give me your two daughters or your two sons to come
Mm.
and go to school. And that's always what our parents know. يعني أهلنا بيقولوا إنه لازم إنه جانا نمشي مدرسة وأخوي ده طيب ولا أختي طيبة، لكن ما عارفين إنه شايلينه للخدم. العيال كتار تعبوا نفسيا،
Mm.
تعبوا بالدك، إهانة. ده يعني ده حاجات دي كتير. عشان كده أنا كأم في محلي، أنا كماما فلورا، أنا بقول يا ربي لو أمي عملوا قبل كده ما أقدر أعملها لجنازول تاني، لو هان جنازول تاني. لو أنا حنت جنازول تاني، يا رب سامحني الحيانة ده ما يطلع a seed of destruction to my child.
Exactly.
So that should be our prayer. نحن ناس ربنا عيال ناس تانيين. You might do it unknowingly. عشان كان في واحدة قريبتنا يعني that was 1999 when I left from Norway. I went to Juba.
Mm.
I went to state to South Sudan.
UK? Oh, South Sudan. Okay.
Yeah, and then I asked her, why are you giving away a 12 years old girl to get married? And why are you doing that? And you're
Mm.
supposed to say no because you're a widow. And you have all the right to take care of them, because now I'm going to take you to refugees camp Kakuma, and you
Mm.
have chance for that. I said, what's wrong with that? I have gone through that. Why can he not go through that?
Mm. Mm.
I said, are you revenging? towards your daughter. He said, no, it's not a revenge. I want
Mm,
her to learn what I have learned, and I want her to go through what I have gone through. That's what will
mm,
make her a woman. That's
mm,
what will make my name and my late husband name.
mm.
Because that's what she
Well, Flora,
understood.
uh, let's do this. Since we have a guest, we
Yeah,
can give
please.
her 5 minutes, and
Yeah.
then you will continue with the topic. With the what did you say? Susan Ali.
Susanna Ali, you're
Susanna,
welcome.
Hi,
how
hello.
are you?
I'm blessed. How about you guys?
Nashkur
We are
Rabbana, we
good,
are doing
alhamdulillah.
fine.
Okay, thank you.
Mm,
Anyhow,
welcome.
yeah, thank you. Hi, Mama Flora.
Hi, sister darling, how are you?
Okay, Sister Flora. Sorry.
No, no, Mama Flora,
No.
I love that. Please keep it up. I love it. Please,
Anyhow,
please. Yeah.
yeah, I want to thank you, viewers. I want to thank you for allowing me to share with you guys what I have. Actually, what I said before, I just was my opinion. Like me أساسا مشيت بنفس الطريقة. أخوتي ربته أساسا بعد ما أمي توفت. My auntie raised my mother,
Mm,
but she went through a very, very difficult time. She only, when my mother used to describe to us like what she went through, if you
mm,
don't have a heart, you'll cry. Like she told us, she only had one clothes. When the ملاية واحد when the
mm.
ضمورية مذكرين ضمورية صح؟
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
اللبسة
I
بتاعت
have worn
ضمورية.
that. I wear that in primary school.
Yes.
Okay, in that the
Mm,
in that الدمورية لابسة وملاية الدمورية أهل لما تصبح الصباح بتغسل الملاية then she wear the dress at night. She does the same thing.
mm,
Then أخوتها, she don't want to teach her how to cook, but rather expecting her to cook for her children. So what she
mm,
does, like she'll run to my uncle, which is my auntie's husband, while my aunt is not around, to go and ask him. He was very, very kind to my mother. For some reason, just she liked my mom, respected my mother for who she was,
mm,
because he realized what my auntie was doing to my mother was wrong, but he couldn't say anything because that was his wife. So my mom said she would run to the market سجاو يمشي يسأله يرهبوا يقولوا شنو أرجع البيت, turn the water, boil the water, whatever they wanted to cook. I'll be there. Who can Teresa assassin?
mm,
بجري البيت بسرعة يوري my mother how to cook
mm,
and then go back. So لما أخوتها يجي أخوتها الكبيرة يجي, she would teach my mother learn how to cook. Then one day my mom said she came and her husband was right at home. So she let my aunt, the husband went back to work. She beat my mother pretty bad,
mm.
pretty bad. And that was it. Then my mother had a desire to go to school. قالت لنا إن مشت مدرسة سجلت لأنه أخوتها قال لها ما تمشي أنا جبتك هنا عشان as a babysitter, not to go to
Future?
school,
Wow.
not to go to school.
Mm,
Because my mom was very young لأن ده عيال قريب أمورهم سما my mom. So my mom said she decided behind her back to go and sign herself and go to school. قال هما واقفين في الطابور يوم خالتي جات دخلت لي قدام الناس أحرجتها قام قالت لي
دي صوتك شوية كده كأنه صوت واطي.
sorry I'm at work sorry.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I understand.
Anyhow
Mm,
قال قام دخلت في الطابور ووقفت teachers and told them I brought her as a sitter, not to come to learn or
you
go
go
to
to school.
school.
Yeah.
And then she dragged my mother back home and
Mm,
beat the heck out of her. And then my mom education just went through the window. Time went by. My mom was going back and forth to the market buying this and that, and her kids were sitting home. They're not doing anything. And some of them right now they're in Australia and everything. So
mm,
my cousins. So she made God, thanks be to God, she met my father.
mm,
So now my father wanted to marry my mom. My mom was 18 back then. قام قال له لأنه أمي أساسا مولودة مسلمة. He was born and raised Muslim.
mm,
And my father was a Christian. They said, no, you cannot marry al-Kafir. Then my dad was a Christian. a Christian.
Muslim.
So she said, you
Yeah.
know what? If you
Mm.
agree to marry him, you're not gonna get the blessing. My mom said, you know what? I'm tired. I am tired. If you wanna give me the blessing, fine. Don't wanna give me the blessing, I'm gonna go. Whatever happened, happened.
Wow.
Guess
Good
what?
girl.
She
Mm.
decided to go. One of her uncle gave her the blessing, and she decided to leave. And from wow, my father took her straight to Khartoum.
Wow.
Lo and behold, the same woman that was treated bad as a servant, okay?
Mm.
She took my cousins to Khartoum, like three of them, sent them to Catholic school.
Private school, huh?
Yes, the Catholic school, okay?
Mm.
Paid their school fees and everything. And some of them now, one became a bank manager, and one right now still in Australia with his kids because of my mother.
Wow.
When I asked her, as a child, I was curious. I said, because I don't think I'd have done that. I told her, I don't think I've done that. I would never do it. My mother said to me, do not pay evil with evil.
No.
She's my sister.
Wow.
If not because of her, I don't think I'd have been the woman that I am. I said, what are you talking about? She treated like a servant, ma. She said, no, trust and believe. I forgave her.
Wow.
She made me who I am today. And guess what? Out of my aunt children, only few went to college. But
See?
my mother,
Mm.
at her old age, went back and got her GED. And we all went to college.
Wow.
So when I look at her,
Yes.
she was my role model. But she went to be with the Lord 2 years ago. But when I look back, I say, you know what, Mama was right. You cannot pay evil with evil. And when he brought that topic, I almost cried. It took me back. But what she did again, she took like maybe 10 kids and I had children. She raised them. Ito lang muzakarin zaman bin give prisoners to work at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she brought a prisoner. Masha Galom, I want this kid to be with me, not to go back and forth. They said they agreed. My mother sent that kid to high school. He graduated. Okay. So
Wow.
what my sister did to me, I will not do it. So I want to teach you guys a lesson. Do not do it. So I learned a lot from mom. I came to this country. I was very young. I never worked in my life. But the
Mm.
lesson my mother is telling me helped me to be the woman I am today as a mother for my children.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
I
Wow.
can't break
Wow,
I want to
wow.
break down, but yeah.
Mm. Yeah, that's
I'll give it to
okay.
Mama
That's okay.
Flora to tell you something. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Mm.
You know, Susan Ali, my dear daughter, uh, your mom, she's a hero. She have done the
Mm.
best. Do you
Mm.
know what? In life, if I insulted you today and I hurt you and I do anything and you revenge, will never go a long way. But if you say, God, see Mama Flora through.
Mm.
She might need help and I don't know. She might suffering something and I don't know. Maybe somebody have abused her for her to become abusive. Because when you give birth to a new child, you are mother. When you give birth to a new child, you say, "Oh, my baby, your name is Angel. Your name is this." Anything you speak towards that child must
Mm.
come to pass. So, therefore, what your auntie went through, nobody knew because that place they didn't have a counselor. That place nobody knew who have
Mm.
abused her because you give what you have given. For you to be where you are today, for you to share this testimony, you have freed yourself from a bondage. And
Yes.
you have seen what your mom was sitting down and she have seen. She should have been a bitter person. She should have been abusive mother. She should have been a prostitute. She should have been anything because the anger filled her. But God met her in her really time. And God sent her angel
Mm.
as a brother-in-law. And you can see that window. It mean a lot. And therefore, your cousin, those who have that blessing, is for sake of their father for the tears their father clean in your mother's face. And if I were them, they'll ask mercy from God and they'll ask mercy to anybody they have wronged. because what their mother did, they said it even in the Bible, I'm going to visit your fourth generation.
Mhm.
It's not even sure they're going to live the fourth generation. So therefore, your mom did what she do to give thanks to that man who leave his tailoring and come and help her to boil water and to cook. And the second thing, God have given your mom blessing to give him that father of you who gave birth to you, and therefore you are where you are. Are you are you the what they call the generation of the mirror of your mom? Are you doing the same thing to society as you're sharing your testimony? That testimony, let it reach to your motherland, South Sudan, because all of us now we are just chaos. We don't know who is what. But God have given you a vision, and that vision follow it. And your mom in her grave, she will rest in peace, and she
Amen.
will never regret she gave birth to you. Go on and do what you do, and be beyond her.
Yes.
Because for you to share testimony today, you are servant, and you are. The tears you are sharing today is a tears of joy, my daughter. Let me tell you, it's not a tears of sorrow because you have a hero. A hero is not education or anything you have achieved. A hero is you bless other people in life.
Amen.
What your mom have gone through, thousands of children have gone through around the globe. And thank you for sharing it. God bless you.
Thank you.
And God love you more than anybody. Be good to others as she
Thank you.
taught you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Susan, what
You're
I can
welcome.
tell you, that's really brave from you. You know,
Thank you.
عشان تطلع تقول حاجة زي كده. Sometimes God will push you to do things that can other people can benefit from it. You know, uh, your mom, he can insane a moment, and whenever you have God in your life, you always be patient. You know, and that's why your mom she just got it begin miskina. She accept situation we got it for. You know, guess what? And they said God time is the best time. اتحملت بالدمورية واحد زي ما انت قلتي. You know, for many years يغسلوا بالليل صباح يمشي فوق. You know, وعندها برضه رغبة انه يكمل التعليم بتاعه، لكن الابواب كان مقفولة. Sometimes uh, people ربنا بيجيب لك ناس اللي بيحطموك. And guess what? God is trying to open, a brighter future. ليك انت. Now look at you guys. You are blessed, and you're so proud that you made it, you know. Even though your mom suffered, she went through a lot. But look at you now, you know. You have done well, you know. So what Alamdere will let you know, forgive your auntie, حتى عياله, in order for God to bless you. الزير اللي كان حصل اللي عملنا حاجات اللي كان عمل لأمك, let it go. If you let go, you will have peace. Even your mom is in her grave, she will have peace. You know? And don't ما تحمل خطية بخطية. As you mentioned earlier, إنه حاجة ربى عيال كتار في بيت. You know? عيال اللي في السجن أدام فرصة إنه يكونوا ناس. You see the heart that your mom have, she have a will to do even more to help people. You mentioned 10 children. It's a blessing. Now look at those children now. They're grown up and now they become somebody. Credit goes to your mom, and the blessing goes to you and to your children. You know,
Amen.
and I thank you for the words it did بشجاعة وتكلمت بحرية. Even your mom now, in her grave, she's sleeping in peace. لأن now
Amen.
ولدت العيال الناجحين، العيال اللي بيقدروا يكلموا ويواجهوا الدنيا في حاجات اللي كانت حصل في حياتك. ناس بسيطين ما بيتكلموا في حاجات زي كده. Most people they will choose to keep it for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
They will bury it. They will not talk about it. But for you to come, my sister Susan, to come and talk about it, your mom, she's happy now. You know,
Thank you.
I thank you for what you did. The tears that's coming out from you now, this is the tears of joy. You know, because now what? الحاجة التعب الحاجة كان خشة فوق التعبت فوق. Now it reflects. جاب العيال وعيال بقى ناجحين. You know, continue talk about it. اتكلم مع عيالك عشان برضه عيالك يشجعوا. The grand went through a lot, but she made it through. حتى جابنا now to بقيتوا ناجحين. The same thing عيالك برضه بيفكروا بكره when they grow up they have to do something. My mom was suffering, my grandma was suffering, but now ده بيشجعهم يكونوا دكاترة يكونوا مهندسين and then they will do even more. Thank you so
Amen.
much for coming in. Mom, you want to say a last word before she go?
One thing I want you to know, Susan Ali,
Mm,
tell your children in any tough situation,
mm,
it is a blessing. And for your mom to be targeted, it is for her star to shine. Because when you relax, you forget. We
mm,
have people who came to Western world because they are getting electricity, food in the fridge, getting everything easy. They relax. They say, I'll do it later. But your mom, she did not have later because she
yes.
didn't have that. So tell them, please, grandma did it because she did not have later. You who have later, can you stand up and do something like that, what your grandma did, and stand in your toes for you tomorrow, not for me? Because we are just visitors. You don't know where you are going to be tomorrow, where I'm going to be in a few minutes. But what are you going to be?
Mm,
My dad used to tell me, I achieved this, that's me. Who are you? Be you. Tell them that was my mom, and this is her. Who am I? And
mm,
who are you? So please make you, not me. Your mom, it is a past, but you are present.
yes.
So what are you doing? Because we are visitors in this world. Anything can happen. You can be far from them. Anything can happen in life. Nothing is guaranteed in life. But where are they? And where are they going to be? Teach them to love, but to be vigilant, to see who around them. You should not be deceived
Mm,
by a smile, because not all of us who are preacher who are the same. Not all of us who are auntie, they're the same. There are some children who have been abused in the presence of the parents, and the parents they did not know. There are some children who have been tortured mentally, and parents do not know. So please be aware and let your children not to go through that. God
Thank you.
bless you.
Thank you.
mm.
God bless
You're
you too.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye,
Susan.
guys. I'm at
Thank
work.
you.
Thank you
Susan.
so much.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you
All
so
the
much.
best.
You take
Yeah.
care.
All the best.
All right. Wow. That was powerful from her. Huh?
Oh, she's
Yeah.
brave. I
Mm.
thought I was strong. I didn't know there's some strong people around me. She's a strong. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
God. Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
She's
That's
a good
powerful.
kid.
Mm,
She's a good
mm,
kid, and she will make
mm,
it for sure. She will
mm,
make it without
mm,
doubt.
mm.
Yeah.
What can you
So
say if you're not Qatar for the same scenario and they scared to talk and to even let out? They just they choose to bury it. Just ما يتكلموا فوق.
Guy
Mm,
Blam.
mm,
My problem is not the person you abuse. I'm worried about abuser and abuser generation.
mm,
Because the one who have been abused, there are three scenarios in that. One thing will bury them, and it will distract her for the rest of her life.
mm.
The second thing, we will take it out of her children and other people, like what this lady auntie did. Maybe somebody have abused her. The third thing, she's going to be failure and mentally disturbed. That's
Mm,
the person they have abused. If she's very strong, she'll be abusive to others. That's the reason you see children who are bullying, who
mm,
bully others' children, because they have been bullied. So that's what they know. They carry on. The wife when you stay with your auntie who bullied the husband, you're going to bully your husband and your
so,
husband family. And if you stay with the uncle who used to beat the wife and bully the wife and wife family, that's what you're going to take, because that's what you know. But I'm not worried about the person they have been abused.
mm,
I'm worried about abuser and abuser children, because I know the principle of Bible.
mm.
What you have done, it must come back to you,
Exactly.
and it must hammer your children, and then your children will say, I went to school. I was raised up in a good way. I never wronged anybody. I was associating with friends in a good way. Why do I become like this? Why are my friends getting a good job, not me? But because you are carrying curse, the curse of your mother, the curse of your father. So therefore, I'm worried about them. I'm not worried about the sick person because the sick person already is sick and God will heal them in his own way and God will have mercy. But you, who's diseased, where are you going to be? Where's your generation are heading to? Because a lot of us, including my dear self, I was raised up by uncle when my dad died, and I know how tough it is. But I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about my past. I'm worried about people I left behind, people I love, children I associate with them, children I raise up, children I carry, children I show love. I'm worried about them. I'm not worried about me. I already know I'm sick. And I know God who brought me to this world will heal me
Yes.
and will deliver me and will see me through. If I have made a good husband, if I have made a good associate, if I have made a good crowd, God will see me through and I'll never get it wrong. Like this young girl mother, he will never get it wrong. She never get it wrong, and her children never get it wrong, and her grandchildren, because she leave a flag of peace. What about you? What are you reaping? And the worst part of it, a lot of our uncles and aunties, they died. Their children remain, and their name is dying. And imagine, guy, Waledi, you stay with your cousin who you used to look up at them, and they have that beautiful name. It's a child of so and so and so, and they are alcoholic. They are failure. Their home are going upside down.
Right.
And that one who are escaping it, they will have a good home and a good marriage, but their children will fall into the pit. They say, but I have done it wrong. Your mother curse and your father curse is following you. Have you broke it? If you, whatever you believe in it, but the principle of life, break what you are not aware of. That's one thing I can tell people. All of us in South Sudan, nobody who can raise her hand up or his hand, say, I wasn't abused by my sister, by my uncle, by my auntie, by my uncle's wife. No. If you say that, and then you're a great liar, including the uncle who are pastors, including the auntie who are women of God holding the Bible and wearing the white dress and blue Malaya lawa. They're the good abuser. When they go outside, oh, praise the Lord, Allah يبارك, Allah يديك العافية. Allah عفاك في بيتك؟ أنت عافيت وصليت لناس بيتك؟ أنت حايم بالكتاب المقدس من كنيسة جريب لكنيسة بحري، من كنيسة بحري لحجوس للحاجات ده كله. اللي أنت خليه في بيت ده منه. الخادمة ده جنا أختك، ده جنا أخوك، ده جنا حماك. Yeah, you know, one thing one woman told me, who is my auntie, he tell me, I never seen the grave of work. If they wake you up to work, take care of children, cleaning and do this, I never seen that grave. Because of that, you are not going to die because of work. What will kill you? Sickness and hunger. You are not going to be dead if you don't have education, because you never late for education. That's one thing. She sat me down and she told me those 3 words. I sat and I look at her. I laugh and I clean my tears. And I went and do what I was doing. And from there, nobody took my smile from my face. Because she told me a good thing. At the present, I'm enjoying it. And I'm reaping that word she has told me. But she said it, you know, for me to work for her. She did not know she have given me the key to my life.
Wow.
So sometimes when you look at a preacher, let them preach, but you pick up the one word.
Yes.
And that one word can take you somewhere. For me to work, it's nothing. I can do anything. And I can survive anywhere because she made me that. She made me go through that. And when I look at her past and her generation, I kneel down and say, God have mercy. That's only what I can say. God have mercy.
Wow. What about العيال اللي بيكونوا في the same age? Why they don't speak up? Why they don't go and talk to their mom and their dad? Hey, this is what you guys are doing. It's not right. You know, it's better for us to take turns, you know. Let's خلي يكون في chores في البيت. But they choose to be silent. هل هم كانوا خايفين؟
You know, Guy, when people go to the village and go to use for those bad places to collect children, they
امم
say, أنا ماشي نجيب لكم خدام يجي يخدمكم، ما تقربوا جنبه، هو وسخانة جاي في محل ما كويس، ما
امم
تخليه يجي جنب حاجاتكم ذاته، وذاته هم أهلهم كده، بس ده مساعدة مني يا عيالي. أنا ذاته لو ما كان كريمة ما كنت بجيبه في بيتي، عشان هي من أدنى زول. لكن بس يا أهل أبوكم ديل، يا ما بي أهل أمكم ديل، بس أنا
امم
جايباه وحاسة إن نمشي نجيبه بكرة ونشيل شوية قروش وشوية سكر، نمشي ندول أهله. يا أخي والدين ساكت عذبونا في روحنا، حاسة اللي أنا جايباه حاسة هيجي ياكل أكلكم، هيجي يسوي. That's orientation you give your children. So when you come there فعلا أنت هتيجي بسفنجان وشكلك وسكان وراسك بس شعرك كده واقف كيف كده،
then
بس
they
انت
will believe.
ماشي بعد عمك ده انت مبسوط، قال ماشيين يودوك مدرسه، لسه شايل ملابسك في كيس بس انت ماشي.
يا
and
جماعة.
then لما تجي تشوف عيال النظيفين ده، انت ده يقول لك امشي استحمى، تجي لطوال تمشي استحمى، شيل صابون، ادوك فازلين تمسحبه جسمك ولا ودك كده كركار بس تكون لما شكلك زي حلاوه الفول.
جماعة. يا
لما
جماعة.
تطلع من الحمام يقول لك يا اخي جانا ده حفاظه ده بتاع الدبوس ده، ما تطعن شديد، لا تطعن جناي تحديد طوال من اول يوم. بعد ما انت انتهيت تنظف العيال ويقول لك اربط جنى ده في ظهرك، بس انت بس شغال بس فللي بس يشوفوك ديل ما شغالين بيت، يعني شافوك الوساخه اللي انت جا هسه بقي نظيف.
مم.
بعد شويه ذاته لو انت زول شاطر تعلم تحضر في مسلسل اطفال وتتعلمت كلام شويه كده، وانت زول شاطر ده تتعلم تقرا، يقول والله ماما ده قاعد يقرا، قلت انا اشوفك مع المسلسل وتطلع عينك انت ما عملت كده، انت ما عملت هنا. يقول لك يا اخي الروس ده بليناه من جبال، هسه امشي دقه بالمدق يا اخوي يا ولدي،
هاي
في فندق صغير ده تدق به الروس ده
البخيل.
ما عضلات يبقى قدر ده، تلقى عيال
يا
اكبر منك،
جماعة.
لكن انت قاعد تدق الروس ده عملت لك عضلات، بس
ايوه.
تقربل وتعمل عصيد الدنقه ده ولا هنا وهنا. ولو ده مره مستعمل شديد من بنات البلد ده، يجيب لك جركانه كده من اهل الكوكو، جركانه تمام، تاخد فيه اللبن ده بس يروبهم كده بس تقعد بس عشان تطلع سمنه الابيض ده. ده يعني لو يشوفوه كده تمام تمام
عضلات كده
يعني
مليان.
لا تمام. وانت تقعد ويقعدوك لو انت قصير زي حقنا زمان كنا قصار يدوك بمبر كده
مم.
ويحطوا لك مخده في الصلبه عشان تقوس، بعد شويه ذات تقع في هنا في الدوكه يحرق يدينك وتقعد تقش. يعني وهي ما بيشوفوك حاجه، بيشوفوه يعني ده هنا ده يعني الدوكه فرصه، الدوكه فرصه ذهبيه،
مم.
ادوك حياه، انت
مم.
اكل كويس وانت ما بتشوفه ده استعمار. عشان يا اخي انت شارب ليك شاي صباح بالنهار وبالمساء، يا اخي انت
مم.
ما مرتاح في بيتكم، ده الشاي ده بتاع بتشوفه ما بتشوفه. كان يعني انت كنت هاي من شارع لشارع من ما تصحى الصباح بس تفرتقوا زي الطيور، لكن هسه انت قاعد في بيت، انت يا بتقطع لحم، انت يا
مم.
بتدوق الملاهي ده الملح بتاعه كيف، يعني حاجات كده اللكسري
انا
انت
ادوك
زار
صلب.
بيطلع من راسك، لكن لما تقسم الملاح وكل حاجه يمشي ويفضل بس بعدين يدوا لك كسره كده ويحطوا له شويه ملح، لو انت محزوز ويحطوا لك طماطم تلفه كده في هناك، والله انت مبسوط تاكله كده تضرب منه تكون مبسوط. ده هو كان حمله كده.
ما بتفكر في اللحم تقريبا اللي كان كتير وشربه ده
وانت لاقيه في بيتكم بس تلفه كده وتاكل وتكون مبسوط. لو ناس الحاج يمشي يجيبوا الحاجات السمح ده بقى، والله انت مبسوط تاكل كده تضرب منه تقول بس. ولو لقيته كمان مره بخيل انا البخل فاد عليها بغادي، اقول لك ملاح ده خطه في هنا خطه في الثلاجه، اها
أوه.
الملاح الفاضله ده يخطوه في الثلاجه. ولو انت جاي من بيت فيه حراس البوليس وما اعرف ايه، بس
مم.
يقول لك الملاح المجي رجع الفضله ده خطه في الكسره ده كبه فوق وعمل بصل كده وهنا اقطع اديه للعساكر يمشي ياكلوا، عساكر اللي حارسينك.
واو.
So they abusers.
مم.
يعني في نسوان البيت لو مشى في نساء بخلونا يكون عفن في الثلاجة، لما يكون عفن يقول لك شو بده لو كويس غسل بمويه سخنه عشان تاكل. انت لو ديت تموت تاكل، ولو ما ديت تموت خطه في وساخه خارج.
يا جماعة.
بيعمل لك تسمم. So it is a it is a sickness. انت لو عيان you do that to others. So it is a mentally. We need to يعني يعملوا لنا هنا عيال. انا ما بلوم عيال البرجوازين، ما بلومهم عشان الاورينتيشن والجايه بتاعتك زاد. انت حسب تلوم الخواجه. في ناس جو يوم داك بكاكوما بس شايلوا بس كيس بتاع سكر ده ماسكه كده وكيس عايو معاه. بس انت الخواجه ده هتقول له شنو بعد ما يعني لو ما خواجه كده حاضر وسمح راسه كويس، ده هتقول له شنو بعد 10 سنه؟ What do you know?
No, thank
Because
you.
الصوره اللي تجيب بها ده لسه في راسه. انا في النورث نوروي مره عجوزه كده قال لي انت جايه من افريقيا؟ قال لي افريقيا ده وين؟ انا وصلت عليه. قال لي ما اعرف. قال انا ما اصله في شمال النرويج دي، ما حصل طلعت. قلت له عندك جواز؟ قال لي قال لي حسه عندنا سفارتنا في بلدكم. قلت له قال بيمشوا يقعدوا وين والبلد وسخان. قلت له الشجره الكبيره القدر ده يعني تقعدوا فيه، لكن يا هو الشجر الصغير ده بنقعد فيه. المرة عين لي كده قال لي وجابك هنا شنو؟ قلت عشان نيجي ناكل قروش كنا نمشي.
نرجع تاني.
المرة زعلت والله لو شفتيها صارمة شديد وعجوزة في العمر. قال لي حتى لما تلدي هتلدي الجنة عادي زي عيالنا ده، وتبلديه بيضه في بعد ساعة كده هيتفقع. الدكتور جاني قال لي why are you doing that؟ قلت له يا اخي في عمره ده she's nearly 80 something and she's asking me all these silly questions. I thought all the white people are well educated and they are well. انا لو اصلا it doesn't mean عشان الصوره اللي بدوا لهم يا جماعه، الصوره بدوا للغربيين والصوره بندوا لعيالنا ده نفس الصوره. ما في زول بيعرف انه افريقيا ده سمح ونظيف. يعني عيال البرجوازين ما عارفين انت الزول جايبينك من الغرة ده انت من بيت سمح واهلك كويسين واهلك كده. ما في زول عارف الموضوع ده، وما في زول عارف يا اخي الجنة ده ابوه مات عشان كده وقعوا في الظروف ده، لكن ابوه كان زول متعلم وزول كده. يعني you can't blame them. So I'm blaming the parents. And if your parents who are watching me today, you are going to watch this video, if you have done that, please go run to God and run to those people you have wronged and ask for forgiveness and ask for mercy. Because some of us, even we tell our children to abuse their cousin. We tell our children يعني تقول cousin بتاعي امشي استحمى يرشك بمويه يدقك يضرب الكف وانت قاعد تحممه. So if you are among those parents, please kneel down because you brought a heavy curse into your children's life. Wow. Because that thing will follow your generation. I have seen that and I have witnessed that. If لو انت مرة انت استعمرت يا زوجك, kneel down to God. It will take the pride out of you. You are doing that for your children. حتى لو تمشي تلدي مع راجل تاني وخليه الراجل ده, الكاس ده will follow your generation. أي حاجة طالعة من بطنك هيتعبعهم. This is simple, I can tell you. Take it or leave it. This is a principle of God. But if even you don't have God in you, even you don't believe, those principles will follow you.
لكن why مثلا الانكل بتاعك بيكون ما is he aware لما الانكل بتاعك بيعذب ناس ويعذب عيال في بيت؟ لما انا بيكون في شغل when he comes tired and he doesn't know what's usually happening في بيت. Do we blame now the uncle ولا هو stepfather ولا whoever is in control?
You know, abusive is abusive. The bully is always bully. He will find a way to escape. If you know the husband is a very sharp man and can find it out, and he will make sure he tell the victim to shut up, not to do anything. And victim, she's the one who's going to shut up and not make a move.
Wow.
And then that man will think everything is okay. It's a scenario happen. I'll tell you in private, but I'm going to tell you now. It's a scenario happened to a young girl. Uncle is a very a bright man who will see everything and will come and touch. Oh, have you eaten? Have you done this? Have you done that? And then the abuser, which is a wife, will tell them, if you tell your uncle After he left, I'll kill you. And nobody will know. And then the victim will keep quiet. And he'll say, oh, uncle, we are eating. How's your auntie? He was very good. So that victim, that little girl, it was bought the earrings and dress for her when she came into that family. And uncle wanted her to blend in with her children because he was sending them somewhere with the wife. And that little girl, she was so bright because the father was bright guy and he was brought up in a city life. And he can't speak to translate to the wife because the wife, she is illiterate, she can't speak Arabic. But though that girl was 9 years old, but she know because she was raised up in upper class before tragedy happened to the father.
Okay, there's
So
Patricia. Sorry, mom. Patricia says she want to join us, but through Messenger because she can't join in the studio.
okay. But how can you do it through Messenger, my darling?
I
I'm
can call her.
unaware of that.
I can call her for telephone, and then
Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, she can contribute, yeah.
okay, let me see. Patricia, are you ready? Okay, let me see if I can find her here. She said yes. Okay, I will call you now.
Yes, hello, guys.
Hey, Patricia, how are you?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good. I'm very good. And how about you?
I'm doing great, thank God. Now you're in the studio. Mama Flora can hear
Okay.
you. Everybody can hear you. Welcome to our platform. What can you say about today's topic?
Yeah, today's topic is very interesting. أنا والله مرتاح شديد منك قايلة. And أنا يعني كرنا سلم لماما Flora. She's a great woman, a woman of vision. I really like her so much. يعني أنا كل يوم جي watch show تكون يعني كلامتا ماما Flora جي ودي support شديد بمناسبة. And God bless her always. And I really love her so much.
I love you too, sweetheart.
كمان يعني I'm always يعني supporting you through prayers. أنا قصة لي
Amen.
program تا كده يكون يعني ربنا كده بارك وكده يكون program كبير عشان إنه كله South Sudanese إنه بيجي شارك فوقه. And I hope one day تبقون لنا زي زول الجيمس هنا في أمريكا اسمه ستيف منو كده في لوس أنجلوس ده.
Steve Harvey.
And slowly by slowly, my brother, God bless you. وأنا مبسوط شديد. يعني زول بيطلع ببرنامج زي ده. ده كده كويس. يلا في أمهات لنا بيجا كمان بيجور لنا طريقة الناس بقدر جاني بو. وكمان generations الجيجا ورانا كمان مبلغو يلا بعد ده بيفيكس حاجات كتير بمناسبة.
That's true.
Yeah. So أنا قاسمة topic تاكي ده طبعا نقول سكلام تا ناس القرابة إيال تا أخوات وناس القرابة إيال تا أخوان وكده لأنه في ظروف حصل موت حصل وكده. Yeah. So it is very interesting. لكن أنا طبعا يعني أنا ده شيء حاجة أنا I went through a lot. يعني في ناحية أمتي وفي ناحية أبوتي عايش كان في زمن ده وأمتي عايش. فده حاجة الحصل في حياتي يا brother. أنا ما نسيته كله I never forget. يعني مرات أنا كان جاني بنفس التعزرة. أنا بفكر أنا بكين قال حاجة زي كده ما حصل لإيال تاي ولا كده حصل لأي جنة تزول تاني. I will start like this. So أبوتي هاي كان في زمن ده وأمتي كان عايش. يلا طبعا ياو أبوتي طبعا كان Deputy Director of Ministry of Education. يلا كل فترة يشيلوا برا فترة مدرسة في يامبيو برا فترة مدرسة في توريتو برا فترة مدرسة يعني all this travel all over South Sudan. كل ما هلا ابو تاي بيسافر فوقه وبيشيلوا ما هو بيرحل لنا يعني هو بيموف ما تاي كل ما اننا براح. So there's a time وجو رفعت مدرسة في اتجاه إيسترن إيكواتوريا في محل اسمه بالوتاكا. فهو قام رحلنا كلنا هناك. لما مشينا رحلنا هناك أمي لما أبوي مشى رسلوه عشان يفتح مدرسة في يامبيو أمي أبا يمشي تاني. قمنا قعدنا هناك بعد فترة كده خلاص كلام مدرسة ما مدرسة لأنه أنا كنت قاعدة أقرأ بالعربي وهناك مدارس بالإنجليزي. يعني أبوي في جوبا لما رجع في جوبا قام زوج واحدة كده يا هو من أشولي بتاعنا لكن من يوغندا. زوجها خدتها في البيت لأنه يابا قال ترى ماما تعبت يعني يجي معه خلاص هو بيجيب مرة ده يعني you know like a second wife. أيوة. عشان شنو بيساعدوا طبعا وزول يعني دير نظافة ودير غسلوا ملابس وشنو جاب المرة خدتها في البيت يا قايلم. فأمي قام رسلني. أمي رسلني أساسين أنا أجي أقعد مع خالتي. أبوي قام أبا قام قال لي يا أخي أنت ما بتقعد مع خالتك تيجي تقعد هنا في البيت. جاب لي المرة ده يا قايلم المرة دي عمل فيني أعمال عمري أنا ما نسيت. يعني كل ما أنا أتذكر يعني بيجيني حالة كده يعني نفسية كده بطال خالص. واو. المرة دي رفضت لي أنا أمشي مدرسة. كويس؟ ده واحد. نمرة 2 بقت تدوس أكل مني وتأكل أولادها لأنه أبوي زوجها وعندها ولد. فقام جا ولدت عندها بنت قام جا ولدت ولد لأبوي. يلا أنا بقيت شغالة زي خدام في البيت يعني أنا بنبتس بغسل وبطبخ لأن أنا اتعلمت الطبيخ من أمي. ساعة وقت بتاعت الأكل المرة دي بيقوم بيضربني بدون سبب بيضربني بأي حاجة قدامه يا بامبر ولا طوة ولا أي حاجة المهم بيضربني. طبعا أبوي ما بيجي بدري في الشغل من الشغل أبوي مرات بيجي بيت الساعة 5 الساعة 6 وكده. المرة دي بيضربني ضربة عجيب جدا. فقام آخر من ما في يعني أنا كل ما أجري أمشي بيت ناس خالتي هو بيقوم بيحرش أبوي بمشي بيجيبني جسمي كله بقى جروح وانتحر وكده. وكل ما أنا وري لأبوي بيقوم بيتكلم معه بالراحة طبعا يعني عشان كان زول قسيس وزول يعني ما بيحب مشاكل. يلا خلاص هي بتقول قدام أبوي بيقول خلاص أنا ما بدقها تاني وكده خليه تقعد أنا محتاج لمساعدة بتاعه عشان يمسك جنة. فلو يابا مشى الشغل المرة دي شفتها بيقوم شنو؟ بيقوم تبقى تضربني ضرب بطل خالص. حتى الجيران اللي كانوا يعني نتربينا جنبهم هناك في اسم شنو ده في اسم شنو ده في هيقولوا كله بيشوفوا كلام ده يعني كله الناس بيجوا بيتكلموا مع أبوي. واو. يلا يا الناس بيتكلموا مع أبوي وأبوي بيرجع بيتكلم معه. والمرة دي طلعت يعني شفتها مش أقول لي إيفول في البيت يعني بقت تخوف أبوي بالسيما دي كده بتقول لأبوي تاني لو إنت اتكلمت كلام ده ولا أنا بقتلك. واو. فأنا بقيت أجري زي المجنون يعني أنا بجري في قطار في بيت خالي. تاني مرة دي بميسة بيجي بس أنا مين أشوف مرة دي زرع أنا ما برجف كده بقى كده بس على حالي فلوتا البيت طولي كده أنا بقى قفا. فيوم من الأيام خلاص أنا بقيت ما قاعد ناكل يعني شفت شنو بتدوس أكل مني بتدوس السكر مني أي حاجة يا قايلم المرة دي بتدوس مني. فيوم بس يعني أنا مشيت مدرسة فأصلا أنا جاي راجي بس في مطالة كده شافتني شالت قنا كبير جرت قامت ضربتني في الراس بس أنا وقعت في الوطا. ناس الجيران جو رشوا موية وكده خلاص رفعوني فوق وقاموا ادوني بيت جيران كده. المهم أنا قعدت يعني هم علي كده وأنا جيان في نفس الزمن وما قادر أي حاجة. فأنا خايف من أبوي ما بقدر يعني أقول يا أبوي أنا قدرت أرحل أمشي بيت خالتي ولا أمشي بيت حبوبتي ولا كده عشان أنا بحب أبوي شديد. فخلاص حصلت لي حالة كده. المهم خميرتها وهناي ودخل فيه المجاة ودخل فيه حاجات كده يعني قاموا ودوني مستشفى. رقدوني في المستشفى 5 يوم أنا لا بفتح عيني لا بمد يدي لا بمد كراعي لا ده وهي ما شغل بيش شغلة إلا أبوي بس بيجي بيشوفني وبرجع وتاني بيجي بيشوفني وبرجع. حتى لو هو شاف كده قام قال أحسن يجيب أمي. فالمرة دي يوم من الأيام جاء واحدة قالت لا يا أخي ده بيتدرتك كويس والبيت دي بيشتغل لك أي شغل في البيت ده أنت قاعد تعملها الكلام ده هيتأثر في أولادك. يوم من الأيام ما معروف، احتمال تموت الليله او بكره او بعد بكره. كويس؟ لو هي ذاته ما عملت الكلام ده في عيالك، في زول تاني هيعمل الكلام ده في عيالك. سواء المهم بجاء هي توفت. زمن ده خلاص كان ابوي سفرتني خرطوم، هي قامت تتوفت. لما توفت المهم بكينا وكده وانتهى الموضوع. يلا ايام كان في يتام خلاص، بقى في في مره كده في محل اسمه شنو كده في تجاه حاجه كده. انا بقيت انسى حياه العيال ليش شالوهم ودوهم لمره هناك. المره دي بقى تعمل عيال دي معامله كعب لما حرقت ولدها الصغير بمديده. كويس؟ وزمن ده انا كنت في خرطوم، انا اتزوجت اداب، يعني انا ولدت ولدي الثاني. الكلام ده انبتني، يعني انا لقيت انه هي عملت فيني وده في نهايه اخواني. انا ضميري ما بيسمح انه انا اخلي اخواني دول يكونوا في جهلي هذا. انا كنت رسلت في ولد عمل كده، قلت له يا اخي انت لو مشيت في جوبا عليك اللي بتصل لي وانا دايرك تسافر لي عيال ديل. طبعا في الزمن ده كان يعني الطيران بيسافروا اللي بيقولوا كارغو ما كارغو ده. قال لي خلاص كويس. المهم قام جاب عيال كلهم لقيت في خرطوم. لما جابهم في خرطوم يا هو الحمد لله قعدوا. طبعا اخواني في نهايه وابويا الله يرحمه توفى كمان وكده. يا عيال دي ربوا ما شاء الله بقوا كبار وكده. يوم من الايام انا خديتهم انتهى، قمت حكيت لهم القصه ده. قلت لهم انا اخذكم كويس، لكن انا بحبكم عشان انتوا عيال ابوي. في ناحيه ثانيه انا بكرهكم لان امكم عمل فيني كثير، لكن انا ما بعمل لسه حاجه لامكم عملوا فيني. كويس؟ امكم زمان عمل لي كده وعمل لي كده وعمل لي، يعني امكم ده عمل فيني. يعني حتى لو جنا الدراج ذاته احيانا انت بتحن. كويس؟ يعني في نفس الزمن لو ده بقى جينا مثلا انت شلت تقدر تربيه، يعني انت you sacrifice to raise the child، انت ما ممكن تعمل زرع. كويس؟ وقلت لهم انا اللي كله انا نسيت الكلام ده عشان انا بحبكم وانا بحب بابا. ولده الكبير قال لي خلاص لو امنا كان قاعد يعمل لي كده انت ما جريت ليه وليه ما كلمت بابا؟ قلت له لانه انا مش بحب بابا، لان بابا بيقول لي تعال ساعد مره ده عشان تمسك اخوانك الصغار دي، عشان تساعد اخوانك الصغار دي. عشان كده انا ما داير اكسر كلام بابا، لكن انا دايركم انتوا لما تكبروا بكره ربنا لو بارككم بيجيت عندكم بيوت. طبعا ده عاداتنا في جنوب السودان كجنوبيين. يعني انت بتلقى في هنا خالته بيشيل جنا اخته ممكن يربيه. صح. انت بتلقى الخال بيشيل جنا اخته او جنا بنته بيربيه. يعني هو اساسا حاجه عندنا كلنا في الجنوبيين. فانا قلت وصيت موصيه لي، قلت لهم يا جماعه اقدر اقول لكم الحاجه اللي حصل لي ده بس خليه ينتهي بيانا. كويس؟ انتوا لو ربنا بارككم بقيتوا في بيوتكم دارين تساعدوا يا الاخت ولا جنا هنا جنا اخو ولا ده ولا ده، لو سمحتوا ما تعملوا الكلام ده. كويس؟ لانه الانسان ده ربنا خلقه الدم الجاري في جسمه ده زي الدم الجاري في جسمك. كويس؟ الانسان ده لو انت عذبته وبتعذب. صح. ربنا زي ما خلقك الوجع اللي انت بتحس هو ذاته بيحس بنفس الوجع. عشان كده ده التوبيك حقك ده خلاني انا شاركت الكلام ده. I went through a lot. ده في داخل الفاميلي. يعني انا ما شعروني مثلا خالتي ما شربتني ولا حبوبتي ولا خالي ولا ده، لكن ده كان يعني مرض ابوي وجاب لي اخواني، وكان يعني المعامله دي كله منها هي. فالحمد لله هسه انا بشكر ربنا انه عياله كبروا وكله مسا شغالين، وما حصل يعني كراهيه بيناتنا، ما حصل عداوه بيناتنا. ما حصل اي حاجه. حتى امي ذاته انا ما وريته، لكن امنا ما جا شاف يدي مجروح وظهري كله جروح وكراي جرح وكده. يعني امي كان بيسال مالك الحصل لك شنو؟ انا قاعد اقول لهم ماما دي كان شكلها بيناتنا مع صاحباتي من المدرسه هنا جايين اهو ابوغوني. انا ما كلمت امي لغايه ما هي الله يرحمها يتوفت. امي ما عرفت الحاصل الا اولادها بس. انا خدتهم يوم من الايام حكيت لهم الكلام ده. فدي كل حاجه الحاصل.
شكرا شديد. انا نخلي ماما فلور يجاوب لك and then I will continue. Yeah.
Okay.
تفضل ماما فلور.
واو what a testimony. يعني ده اختبار مهم شديد واختبار سمح. واو، وانت اللي عملتيه ده فضل ليكي والله يديك العافيه ويخليك لاولادك. انت سطرت ابوك وسطرت اسره بتاعتك، والبيوت الستره اللي عملتيه ده عشان نياتك ربنا ما رضى في أولاد أبوك، عشان كده مشيت أنقذتهم. لكن هو شاف الإهانة كيف إنه زول يهينوه بالزول الثاني. والناس اللي اتهانوا ده، الولد اللي اتحرك ده هيعرف الحاجة وعمله. I wish the mother was alive for her to experience that. But nevertheless ان احنا بنعمله الوساخة بنعمله، احنا ما بننظفه، نخلوا ناس تاني يجي ينظفوا ولا يجي توسخوا شاننا. يا حبيبتي حاجة اللي انا بقوله لك، الله يديك على نياتك. ايمان اللي فيك ده والشجاعة اللي فيك ولميت يا ابوك ده خدمة الله. انا ما ادري لك كول عشان تبقى قسيس، ما ادري لك تقرا لك انجيل ولا تقرا لك المصحف. ده ايمان في قلبك، انت مولود بحب وابوك رباك. الحب اللي انت بتحب ابوك ده انت رجعته لابوك، عشان كده انت لميت عيال ده وانت رفعت راس ابوك فوق. الله يرفع راسك ان شاء الله تلقي فيه اولادك، والله يديك الصحه. And thank you for sharing, because it's not all of us who are wise like two of you have shared today, including me. I'm coward, I'm not as strong as you girls. God bless you. Standing up. Good. Yeah, for future of South Sudan. God bless you.
Yeah, Patricia, what I want to say إنه شكرا كتير بالشجاعة بتاعك. صراحة ما ناس كل بقدر يشجعوا ويتكلموا حقائق. Even the كتاب قال إنه tell the truth and the truth will set you free. You know. يعني أنت قلتي الحاجة الحاصل بالتفاصيل وبالضبط زي ما حصل. You know. يعني صعب إنه ذاته زول يعني بيحب أمه شديد يوصل بالدرجة ينزل تخبي من أمك الحاجات اللي بيحصل لك في جسمك. صعب، لأن دايما البنات بيكونوا close to their mom. لكن أنت عشان أنت بتحب أبوك وبتحب الحاجة اللي عذبك ده، ما حبيت إنه شنو تخلق مشكلة. لو كان في ناس تانيين كان هيمشي يقول إنه مرة ده عمل لك كده كده وكده وكده. في أمهات ما بيقبلوا حاجات زي ده. you know هيحاول ممكن يشيلك من الأسرة، من البيت اللي أنت قاعد فوقه، واحتمال ممكن يضيع مستقبلك ولا يضيع انه ما حتقدر تكمل المدرسه بتاعك. مرات بيكون في خوف، زي ما انت خفت انه تقول لحاجه بتاعك. صعب انه تخبي حاجه زي كده. لكن نشكر ربنا ذاته انه ربنا اداك قلب انه تقدر برضه تربي عيال ديل. شوف، وتحاول توريهم منه وتسامحهم. ده يعني اصعب حاجه تسامح في حاجات زي كده. لكن انت قدرت تسامحه، قدرت تشرح لهم الحاصل في حياتك انت والاسره. that was so powerful. واتمنى انه كنت سامحت من قلبك كله، لان انت لما تسامح زول you will feel release inside.
Yes.
حتى ذاته اللي على ابوك برضه they will feel release انه واو. Patricia went through a lot، لكن في النهايه you forgive. wow, that was very strong testimony and it's very powerful.
I just want to add something as well.
Yes, welcome. اتفضل معك.
One thing I want you to know, Patricia and سارة علي اللي اتكلموا الليلة والناس التانيين هيتكلموا اليوم. في زول هيمشي يشوف الفيديو ده هيزعل منكم، هيكرهكم، هيشوفكم انه you are less. Please don't let that thing drag you down. ما في ناس هيقول يا اخي هي مالها لما تمشي تتكلم في الفورم ده، ما الكلام ده انتهى في الاسره، هسه باش اتكلمت يعني تغير منها شنو؟ يعني ساعدوها بشنو؟ But they do not know you have set them free in your heart. You have set the cross to say, God, I have spoke out, and anything قالوا برا is relief. So you are doing it for them, for your offenders and your offended children. But please put this thing in your head. Don't ever feel less than somebody. أقول لك يا أخي أنت مشيت قلت ليه ومشيت سويت ليه. It's none of your business. Let them carry the cross. Let them add into their bills of offended, but not for you, because you have relieved them and you'll be free for the rest of your life. Don't feel less. أقول إن مرة كذابة ومش زاد فيها ناس الشوشرة هيكون كتير, because this one it is around globe and somebody will see it. That's one thing I can add, and thank you very much.
Okay, so بس أنا كمان ترى وصي يعني أهلنا يعني أخواتي برا هناك وأخواني يعني زي ما أنتم شايفين حاجة قاعد يحصل عندنا في جنوب السودان. أورفانز بقى كتير وكده يعني انت كان عنده جنا اختك ولا جنا اخوك انت حبيت تربيه يعني I'm just requesting ده من جوا قلبي انه يعني تعملوا احسن معامله، لان انت ما بتعرف جنا ده بكره بيطلع شنو. لانه يوم من الايام انا كنت قاعد اتكلم مع واحده هي برضه كان قاعد تشتكي لي انه حصلت لها بعدين انا كمان حكيت لها ظروفي وكده. بعدين هي مرت بظروف صعب شديد في اخر الزمن. هي جات تزوجت وزير، فجاء طلع انه يعني هي بقى تساعد الاسره دي كمان اكثر you know. لانه زول انت بتشيل جنا اختك او جنا اخوك انت بتشيل بتربيه ده، يعني انت لو مثلا جاك حراره في القلب زي شنو انت تضربه ولا تقدر مثلا اليد طبعا ما عنده ميزان، اذا تضرب ولا تظلمه من حاجه احسب 1 2 3 4 5 6 انت بتلقى حاجه دي نزل من جوا قلبك، حاجه دي بيكون فشه من دماغك او من بالك ذاته. بعدين انسان ده بيكبر يعني عمره بيزيد بيوم باسبوع بشهر، يعني هو في حاله صغير ده مثلا يعني قاعد يتربى قدامك انت ما بتعرف بكره في فيوتشر بيكون شنو. احتمال يطلع لكم رئيس، احتمال يطلع لكم حاجه كبير في الاسره، احتمال هيطلع سند للاسره، احتمال هيطلع شنو للاسره. يعني انا ده بس وصيه تاعي لو في زول مثلا ماسك ود اخته ولا ود اخت بنت اخته ولا المهم في ذاك البيت ماسك لك انت مثلا قاعد تربي لك في جنة بس انت خد انه احتمال بعد كم سنه بيطلع حاجه ثاني. just يعني put a hope you know put a hope يعني خد تمانينا انه جنة ده قاعد يتربى زي انا ما اعمله كاب، لانه في عيال تانيين فعلا فري يعني لما يعملون كاب لما يكبروا بينسى، لانه بيكون مشى يعني جنب هنا مشى through a lot يعني مرت بظروف صعب بشنو باستعمار وكده، لكن في تانيين ما بينسى. حاجه فيه يعني يعني محبه المسيح يكون معنا كلنا، يكون معكم يا اخواتي واخواني. اي زول عنده جنة بتاع اخته ربيه كويس، عندك جنة اخوك ربيه كويس. This is all what I want to say, and thank you so much, Gailan, for giving me chance.
Thank you so much.
I love you all.
We love you too. Thank you, Patricia.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. Bye.
Brother Kurkuyu, good to see you.
It's my pleasure to be here.
I know you've been following the topic, and what can you tell us? What do you have for us?
Yes, I was a little bit in the middle of something, and then I came at the end when my cousin Susan was in.
Oh, she's a cousin. All right.
Yeah, she's Susan بتبقى بتعمتي على طول يعني. ربنا يرحم أمها. أنا عاجز عن تعبير أوصف السيدة الفاضلة دي. Sorry. Greeting to you, greeting to Madame Flora, greeting to your viewers, and greeting to Nora, who just joined us, and viewer of Common Sense Show, Family Common Sense Talk. عمتي مريمو أنا ممكن إنه أصفها بس أقول إنه she's the maestro بتاعت الفاميلي. Not for the family but for the entire Baya community. أول community بتاع كريش في واو completely. Here she is the mastermind. Loisa Ferris هي لأنه in control. إذا في حزن هي لأنه في control. Like how can you describe her? Like Kaligmin Imana, her faith with God, it is something else. But in terms of even skill, okay, تربية, تهذيب البيت, طبيخ, مش عارف ايه, the list will go on and on. I'm not here to brag about her, but she is a great woman. And when we lost her as a community, the whole Baya community across South Sudan for Khartoum, when everybody is crying. ما في زول بيقول إنه كريشاوي ولا كريشاوية ما بيعرف إنه مريمو دمونو. Okay, let me stop there. Anyway, God have mercy on her soul, and
Amen.
the kids, they picked for her and they are doing their best, but her legacy is greater. So the مسؤولية كبير في عاتق Susan and the rest of the family على أساس إنه to continue to carry her legacy. With regard to your topic, to somewhat I totally agree with you, because أنا نشأت في بيت at any given time احنا كنا ما بين 15 ل 18 جنة في بيت. Okay. And I talk about it a little bit في مناسبات مختلف. It was a great experience. But we are blessed. We are blessed بسبب إنه during Anyanya 1, literally all my uncles were killed. Okay. Fidel, my father, who was reserved, who was in Central Africa during Anyanya 1, God decided to reserve his life, and when he came back, literally he decided to look after most of his brother's kids who were killed during Anyanya 1. So therefore, we grow up in a family of, at any given time minimum بيكون في حاجه بتاعت 12 جنة في بيت. طبعا يالا الكبار بدأوا يمشوا داخليات وبيرجعوا مش عارف ايه وكلام بالشكل ده. that experience, it reset us completely, and it took us to different level, to the extent حتى في بيتنا. Okay. ما في جنة بينادي الوالد بيقول بابا. Okay. We agree بس على اساس انه ما في كازن كتار. حتى العيال بتاعت بنجامين بوبو we decide نتنازل عن حقنا عشان انه the other kids not to feel different. Okay. ما انا لما اقول بابا and my cousin here بيقول uncle or whatever, so اتفقنا بس we call him يابا. Okay. Everybody is calling him يابا with exception of one child في البيت اللي هو my elder sister Lisa عندك في نبراسكا. هي الوحيدة اللي إنه بيقول بابا, like she cannot go with this يابا. Lisa, she's my cousin. هي بتعمي actually. لكن everybody look at us, they understand على أساس إنه بيقولوا ده يال بتاع بنجامين. When we go to school, this is where كل جنا بكتب اسم بتاع أبوه. Okay. لكن ما في زول بيعرف على أساس إنه اليال ده بس بيقولوا ده يال بتاع بنجامين. أحيانا بتلاقي في ولدين وفي ده. مثلا أنا كنت with brother Benjamin, we are the same age. Sister Tina مع Antoinette, they are about the same age. فبتلاقي إنه في يال double هما ما بيشبهوا. لكن anyway, to make the long story short, ظروف بتاعت هروبات will cause a lot of burden for families. وده مسؤولية كبير جدا جدا على أساس إنه we have to adapt للعادة دي بتاعت إنه we try to look after children of our departee. If they are cousin, they are brothers, they are sister, نحاول إنه نوفر لهم نفس الاهتمام اللي فيه. And as I'm speaking the truth. My dad never differentiate بيناتنا. And lucky enough also, maybe it was God's plan. I lost my mother at the age of a year and a half. So all of us, I have a stepmother. And now this stepmother, she become a stepmother لعيال del كله. ما في زول ما معروف. أحيانا mothers بيسيب كوزرون لجناو مش عارف ايه something here. لكن when the stepmother she came in العيال del كله ما بتاعها. Okay. So she need to be a true mother بالنسبة للعيال ال 15 ولا 18 كله. So she managed to look after us and to treat us evenly. Okay. ما في مساواة. Yes, maybe في جنا بتشطر على أساس إنه can be close to his mother or his stepmother hard in somewhat. لكن في النهاية إنه ما فرق. maybe that was God wisdom.
Wow.
Balanced this way, things happen for a good reason. I look at it from a good perspective. Yes, I lost my mother. يمكن لو إذا أمي كان موجودة دلوني, I am not the man whom I am today. I don't know. Okay. لكن in these circumstances, it made me a stronger young man because, as a matter of fact, في الجروب ده كله I was the younger. So أنا تعبان. لما إنه يحكوا قصص بالليل بنقول موية بجاك لما بتعب. لما الناس عايزين يشربوا موية امشي جيب مويه. كل زول عايز يشرب مويه. ما انت صغير يا بتشتغل. Okay. Wow. And there are so many funny things, but it is a positive thing. Too bad with the circumstances اللي حاصل عندنا في جنوب السودان. I have a lot of nieces, I have a lot of nephews, عيال بتاع brothers, عيال بتاع sister, لانه لظروف بتاع مرض, لظروف بتاع حوادث بتاع حرب, we lost them. I am not in a position to help. Yes, sometimes you try, لكن our resources that is limited. This is whereby we manage, we hope على أساس إنه يكون في stability. And how we manage, you know, when لما يكون في استقرار. Yes, my dad was a prominent member, but he did some high position within the government. He was a member of parliament and everything. لكن حتى في الظروف ده هنا كنا بنزرع. في كل الظروف عندنا مزرعة كبير جدا جدا بتاعت الأسرة. السبت الزراعي ده كل العيال بيمشوا في الزرع. اوكي؟ كل زول عنده مساحة بتاعه على أساس إنه we have to produce extra food to be enough for the family. Everybody. To the extent إنه we had enough food حتى إنه الأكسترا to be sold. كان ده فول ولا ذرة ولا شنو. This is how we sustain it. So عندك 15 جنة في بيت, 15 جنة في بيت ده في مزرعة, ما ده قوة زراعية كبيرة جدا جدا. اوكي. لكن now with situation بتاع ساوث السودان في عدم استقرار. كيف انه انت حتزرع ذاته؟ كيف انه how can you be able to sustain and to help your family؟ وده بيحركنا لموضوع بتاعت الفساد المادي اللي موجود في جنوب السودان. عندك so many family members في البيت, you cannot afford. لو إذا ضميرك ضعيف then تلاقي نفسك أنت دخلت في قضايا بتاعت الفساد المادي. لكن لو إذا جنوب السودان مستقر with good management, افتكر إنه ماليال ديل hey this is my situation, ما في مشكلة, في أراضي زراعية موجود, let us go and cultivate. وبعد كده المصاريف الشوية بيكون موجود, يمكن لها حاجات أساسية زيت, لها ملابس بتاع مدرسة, كراسات وما شابه ذلك. Yes, في النهاية إنه also the lesson من الكلام ده كله بيعلم العيال على أساس إنه they will be willing to share, they will be willing to compromise, they will not be selfish. ده جانب مهم جدا جدا. Therefore, when they succeed collectively. وبالتالي الفائدة بيرجع للأسرة. فافتكر انه ده موضوع حيوي جدا جدا بالنسبه لنا كشعب بتاع جنوب السودان. we need to learn from it على اساس انه it is not about being selfish. بالذات we those who are in western hemisphere, انا وعيالي بس ومرتي. اوكي. وده الحته اللي انه كمان بيحركنا في اتجاه ثاني. زواج بتاع الاجانب بيكون تشالنج. لو عندك مره خواجيه ما هنا في البنك اكاونت قروش ده ماشي وين؟ ده ناس منو انت قاعد ترسل لهم قروش كل شويه. لكن لو اذا عندك مره جنوبيه سودانيه she will understand. So you help both sides of the family. This is whereby also بيشجعنا على اساس انه نشجع اولادنا, نشجع بناتنا على اساس انه we have to stay within our community. حتى الولدان في امريكا, في كندا, في استراليا, لانه بكره بعد بكره برادر جاي لو اذا هنا بقينا في معاش في الجنوب, لو اذا ولدي زوج خواجه ولا بنتي زوج خواجه, يقول لابويا عايز $50 ولا $100, do you think قروش ده هيطلع؟ ما بيطلع بتلتله. لكن لو اذا زوج جنوبيه that thing will make it much, much easier. لأنه this is the way of our living. And also, الجنازات بيكون عنده ولاء على أساس إنه he can go home and help cousin, help the community, help the relative. So the Birajana, to sum it up, I took more than 5 minutes because he did not give me a time frame. Alana Isagulu,
Yeah.
Alana Isagulu, مهم جدا جدا as a community we have to start to pull ourselves together.
Yes.
لأنه نرفع بعض collectively. نرفع كل الأسر بقدر الإمكانيات اللي فيه على أساس إنه حتى بيكون عندنا مجتمع معافي. Okay, لأنه each and every one of us we have family. Okay, أنا مشيت في بيتنا. Okay, جوا بيتنا جيت مع ولدي. My son was very upset زمان داك هو كان 10 سنة لما زرنا معه جنوب السودان. Okay, أولاد ماشيين جوا هوش بريدة قعر الردة مقدود 55 أنت بتشوف جلد بتاع جاب جنة لا مؤاخذة. Okay, وهنا في Western Hemisphere بنرمي هدوم. Now, أول ما إنه رجعنا, as I am speaking, we have minimum of 10 suitcases بتاع ملابس بتاع عيال رفضوا فكرة بتاعت إنه ملابس that to be taken to Salvation Army or to be taken anywhere. One day, if there is a chance, somebody going to South Sudan, at least to take one bag, two bags, take it home, لأنه he have seen it. Okay? أولادي ما شاء الله ده ما حاجة I'm bragging about it. قاعدين يطولوا سري القمصان بيكون قصير بناطلين بيكون قصير ذاته لسه ما قد لونه لسه ما يتغير. So بالتالي there is no point of throwing them away. So this is one of the lessons also. It is very crucial على أساس إنه to feel the sense of belonging. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, Western Hemisphere they take everything for granted. لكن لما بيمشي في جنوب السودان بيرجع بيحترم أكل. حتى إنه أكل ذاته هو بيأكل بحسابه ما بيرميه لأنه he have seen what is happening there. So I appreciate it. I can stop. أنا بالي راديو أساساً بتابع حالي. Just kidding. So I can, I can talk non-stop. But it is a great topic. We need to elaborate. If you are going to make part 2, so that we can look at it from a different perspective. Because العدد بتاعت الwidows والأورفان في جنوب السودان أكثر من عدد بتاعت الwidows والأورفان لما كنا بنشاكل مع جلابة. So حكومة cannot do it all. So it is our collective responsibility على أساس إنه as a citizen, what can we do to elevate? What can we do على أساس إنه نمسح دمو الفويون بتاعت اليتامى ديل؟ لأنه one way or the other, their parents, they pay too much for this independence of our country. I'll yell it back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kokujo. That was powerful. إنه حاجة يمسك stepmom يربي 15 to 18 kids. It's not easy. And كمان أنت اتضح كمان أنت you become the youngest. So لازم تنقل المويه للناس كله. The entire شباب. It's not easy.
يا زول صعب عشان ناكل لحم. اوكي ما لحم بيشيلوه بالصف. اوكي تخيل الصحن ده بيكون فيه كم لحمه عشان انه يوصل لجنة نمرة 15
يا جماعه. All right. Okay, before I give you before ندي نورا فرصة ندي فرصة للمام بتاعنا and then I will give you a chance, Nora. Unmute yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to acknowledge my brother Korkuje. A good topic and good talk. God bless you. And I'm sorry, by the way, you sent us a message during the show, and I didn't use the other gadget to give you apology to the audience and to Gailam, because you sent me a message said you came late and so on and so on. So I'm not. Yeah. Thank you very much. That was very nice of you. And that's a committed members and supporters, people who have a heart for what we guys doing at the moment. And my daughter Nora, God bless you. It's always good to see you. and I believe you just run back from work, and you're here to give your good support as a single mother and a hardworking person to be here tonight and all the time, because it is dear to your heart.
That's right.
You know, what Brother Kurkuji have said, nothing really he have a minus, and he's a lucky person. And I think the father was a guy with an eagle eye. So, you know, when you have an eagle eye and when you know what you want in life, you take the fear out of anybody who want to come. So that woman to come and admit to join the 15, she know the war what will start in that family if she come with a two hand. But she came with a one hand, because you know those one, they have a teenagers, they can mess her around and they can do anything. And that man knew what he want in his life to bring that lady. So it is good, and God bless your father. He been a good example to other community as you share it today. Other man who have a good heart will take it. The man who is a failure to himself will never take it. Will look at it in otherwise. And the woman who have a good heart, you will go to that family with 10 children, one child or two children, and say, one man have said it in the show last time. Let me that be that good lady, and I'll make it different. So that's the reason we are here, to share our experience, to share our different from different home, and then we can support others. And that's what I can add into it. Nora Line is yeah,
Nora, you
she's
ready?
back.
I'm here. So, yeah, today is so busy day, and I can't wait just to talk just a little bit and then to run also doing some stuff. And yeah, Anna Selim Naskulu I live online, and this is a good topic for us. And yeah, we're gonna learn a lot, but I'm glad now everything is start changing now better than before. People was like naskana mianin yani got umon got kutu relationship to umon ta family more stronger than kids. And maybe sister biasa du jena gal kede jena o birwa go budu jenai yalla bi wodi to wali wele munu sadu jena bi wodi jena de mind sort yani kan jena de dero wele sala be amulu batale na umma bi wori sala kan jena de jere le umma bi gulude bi karabu ajere ilakata family bi dugu jena de bi raja wara le akwana. This is something really, really, really pain so much. But before I Lisa, could you,
Karkuji.
I just want to thank you, brother. You know what? Being suffering will make you very strong, very intelligent. And mafia etani bekaba so ita fi life taki kalas legidam. Because you went all temptation you go through, and then you know everything. A problem just to cover sanita that to be fix that problem and to get through on in that problem, you know. So like for me, Anna wrote through a lot more than maybe someone. I don't know, but like Lana, and again is that homeless. I'll be like to akil min bab tanas. Abui osas and wo mudir ta raise ta community ali fijwa village general. Tas. Lakin uma baruf sunu yagi mas fijwa bet. Oindu nuswan ketir yala gat silu ana we minumi wodi ana bigger le stepmother. Stepmother de woindu yalta to alu wele du min maltani wele du mabui basitnin yala biga abui ofekiri de ya uo negit osilu ana wodini le stepmother osilu kaman min mara kebir itnin yal kulu wodile mara de yala mara de jamata to itnin yala ali uo wele du mabui kaman itnin arba maana kamsa yala ma tamara kebir itnin 6 7 dumukulina yala fia kuta etani kamana aliuma to mutu wo kaman orphan child fogo enak tamania dumukulu le mara de enak yalla so biga sunu ana yao biga zol ali ligotap ali futu because ana 4 years old and baginde ana zatu zait kukuju baginde kulu kubar but muskila taibiga ana lisa 4 years old ana mzadu mahar for anything wallahi suna silkida ay nora yamulu duguana asadi rasta hilo kongora dilde yani georimu every single day kan rasulita ita ma bidoru makura ita bijere majere ita bijere ita biosulukida lo kongoro iya zol kan zalan to kulu bijakulu lo kongoro firastake zalan mazol tani na kulu lo kongoro yala guess what step mother tai o birakabu tabano monindu muskila maumi fi relationship to monde biga zol ali itu ma quest more of relationship yala jena to kaman bijibu wodi later yani le mara de big guys ze dabar lakin asan wo hibu abui umadero wori gale umadero ya asan wo kaman indu yalta to alwo jibu min mahaltani ala buya garabo but guess what wo biraka bakil bi kutu bi Congos bab suker gali yal suker kul bi akul bes jua abui always best bara ina ma nastanin o always akil kulu gisilu bara lomwana o mabaro first thing gali kasul kuniden na be kasul den kulu bisilana bikuti fitara penak madero any jena kereja geri mabui min jena tani ja lela kana bui mafi you finish bi duguita batal iya jena bi cough asan bigeni geri mabui asan bisibu jena de biwa wori la bui what is going on jena na be kasulu after kasuliden geni na bagin ko barde asan kan jejere bara inang makore bisibu bijarfu lakini ana alsukerde arufu ana zol kuwaf min le meswana wala ya lela jisim taikul giro kuskano jog yaw gi jada ana bika kalas you know ana gigendi min dun akil after nasa kulkulu gale kasol kuniden lakini ana zol ta jisim bat na taita bayan ruwa juwa jisim biga bat na tagamlo rutukrutu kida bes yala after that ana bika kalas giro kongos fi babta nas bagini yalta nas de pijabi no ruwana gala inute gijabe sini kala makel tena wola bituguan ana bijera kanana jera ana birwa kongos fi baptani kida bigger tabanana sukera I don't know even what is going on yom tani bigger kana bui bigger maybe arfu kalam te bigger mi neba I don't know mon bigger bare shakla zamanu mon bare shakla mama kan raka bakil maybe bigger yom day maybe a bui bigger so asanana suker biga ma bizekiri dagde yaw anna kutu fi jua same thing akil yala anna kasuli den kutu ana fi kona biga bu jamini na dalo fi jua biga kalasu mon biga bada kore kan maybe wasalo biga galeo nora biga geni be na won bagin jakulu I don't know if it walai mama go burana den my den ni jadana para ana waga dil jada darta yana ma bi babbe mushakil gum ana ma baaruf bagini yaldi kullu jere ruwa dusu nefsa fi malzara ana bika yafadulo inagi kore bes arfa wana umi gum asan birwa silu ana oligan na move min mal dagde abu ima dero kede silu ana jirana kullu yaw jabbika kalas ma mushakil you kede sibu mara de silu jena to silu ana wallahi lisa mat 1 year bes ana girwa ton kamsa sena akwi tani ali kebir ali marata kebir joju tuwali ruwa silu jas ruwa silu ana bara again wodi ana bika le ajire le akwi de asan keda ana bika bada go budu jena gali de jena take ali bika nimira 1 de ya nora yala uwe ya bija baby sita yala mader samafi then biga kalas de biga fizamban tuwali mushakil de waga lakadi nasfer teku biga guess what happened mara de abui biga kalas min jwa mushakil de o biga kalas jamut umi o biga fi malta ni barau yala taban wo min gebila tani barau o abui min gebila tani barau yala umi biga ana ma bayan wo zato mara de biga tala hey ana bika solo goma seta jena o jena ana ma be back der arfa fi dar jena biga kebira wo tamania shur ولكن سمين تجيل بيربطوا في دار تاي ما غماستاني aligi rubutu abilto fi sulbaini dula taigi waja tani kanu kutunar fogo itama betalaw biga ana gikafu asan biduguana ana ali mukasulu gumasta jena min dun zatu because bes ana gikafu ma gala sanana arfu ma gala sanana negit asan bes mutu kan jafi ana taki anything sala jala alita ma back there arfu you can carry that thing. I did this all mara de biga kalas osulini ana giro osulu sita sena ana gira kabule everybody fi jwabet akui be arufa dura mator gara kebir kida bisila saya bigeni jambi kida ana be ata anu dura de kulu mindun wogif identa ikulu tala bes aswad dumbiga fat mutu adilde aswad I'm done all this thing biga mara akuija masi biga kalas fi gaba kalas fi espele wallahi mara de biga gaduguni darta ikulu dugu dabara gomas mafi duban kulu gidal juwa ina kangi kutu jena fi darta biga bi kutu gomas fi ras dabara de bi kutu jena ina kan talaw jena de gomas de bi lesse ko fi darta fi maljara min talaw kida dom ya gikubu goma wallahi ana gidoro biga malo ajere ma ajere isim sunude ana kisilu ajere korofota kasa ana bes gidugu bes adarta bes kida asan bes bituruju duban min darta lakadi ana biga 11 years old fi maratani ya jagal yita don't be here ana ligo umatake ana sere goita ana bisilu ita le umatake wallahi de kamana jere okuta mara kuitani wallahi yau woja yo malu woja de kala akui kan ma fitaban mara de ya fi ana gista kalu bada min sabafi malzara la kadia sia ana kantala yan ana gia turus wallahi bi gom tuwali bi noru ana min falata ana bi gom tuwali bi rafi kitchen bada rakam kasulu yal amulute ana biama muyala ana birakabu ana birua fi malzara ana birua arfa moya fi kor majena fi darta all this thing I'm done then yoma limara de biga sere guana o biga silu ana wen biga rajil to gali jena de bisilu wen o kelum gali no jena de umato kan kelum gali bijasi gali ole o mara akuma kelum gal asanna bisilu o kaman biga lifu rajil to as rajil to kere ma arfu so rabu na wodila ana sukulegi yom de ana gileke to fi ajad min mal zara kida yaw ana gali beans de ma fi ina nder masi fi mal zara kibir ana masi fi mal zara de yala marakui ma fi bet ana ruwa ligo bini atani oge gamo tabafra ana gali kede wodila ana bafra wodila ana bafra de ana jara go bafra de ana dusu fi ajere fi sika ajada lana dusu kulu de ana gum yala yoma lana girwa de biga nas de fat taban marakui fi bet biga ana ma be back there biga ruwa min gidam to sulu bigo budu ana zaman dag ana stena kalas nas de ruwa zatu be almost biga 1 hour ana ruwa silu biga ajere bafra de yala ana rubutu bes ana ruwa dusu ba ajere besen fi shika ana jere 2 hours min dun wokif ana jali go jamade gali o gibello kan jena de gisilu o malu kan gibel na gata min beti na ko mara de makalam gali no kalam de kan na kala su betiri ya pesa sanana gali kan o biro ligon na fi beta umata ena ya upika silu ana leumi zaman silu ana leumi biga anna geni maumi na ana jar gum taban rajil to kaman jes ya biga rajauna na jafiti jata nimule anna zaman wasulu fi nimule 1 year akwira jaw min gaba jena bui wen haiwa mara de wala na birua duru bomon mauma to kulu ogum ruanya kamana begua minumi masila dil kida siluana rajawana tani leslep wallahi gi bada min saba do aserib munu ya gata na serib madiden aserib adil de gali kedana ma dugu mafundu kedana ma kubu fi moyo asan bi ajere obi bikarabu aserib ketir ana beata anu aserib baiden taikida goy kida la kadi bitimo akil de saba yala ana biraka bu fotur after fotur tuwali ana gibada biga hata anu tani tasia dana kanata anu inta ana gibada angulo moyo after ana kala so angulo moyo tuwali ana gibada rakabu tasia ana giraka butasia ginta yalla ana bibada ama muyala ana gama muyal tuwali ana bidugu wa seriptani mafundu ana biamul ze rice kida tasabata fotur ana mindu zaman aja isim lipte ana malabu fi ayatai fi yom tani wahid ana sergu nefsa pesa sana ana bialabu duguana jibana masaya yom ta Christmas ana ma be spend ma anyone ma any friend will any sukul bes jama beata ko fi bet fi jua like I went through I finished this life then ana just sergu nefsa tai tani Deli go bigana ajere I was 12 ana sergu nepsi 1 year na ana sergu nepsi rijale umi mini nak mushakil bada mushakil lebiga kalas kirwa batal and then banat sukerin de yani ma save lomon san bigaide nak rasulana fikem de ma fi any zol alena dor anna talata yalbes anna doru talata yom ano sulu fi jwa Uganda fi zol tani just take care gal gina di RC zol yani de musul yani zeta ajere ta village kida ano sulu fi beto o take care anna ina for 3 days wodi jwa fi dente na sanna biruwa fi refugee camp ya ruwa sejilwana ana maarfo eni zol ina ana maarfo zada ana indu uncle ina ya bigana jarwa ligo ahal tanas umina phone ma fi zata contact you know. So I went through a lot. Like Hadi, Jo Sulufi, marriage, Alia Surana Fogo, my uncle. Everything messed up in my life. Everything. And I think maybe can begin a George. Wala rajil dana bijainu ze bui ze munu armaderu anything bigger kalas fi dunia. Lakin didn't work as the way I thought. Then ana bada tuwali mayali but ajal besa na gisu rabuna mean all suffering day ana 16 but still I take care of my child but one thing kana bikatulu majena tai wodi dawa ana maarfu ana bi wodi dawa go duriyato lakini san take care jena ana arfu take care jena very well but biga kan jena tala yan ana maarfu ana bi wodi kan dictor wodi la ana hafta dawa gali wodi de quarter and quarter jena lisa jisim to sukun ana bigulu dawa de sukar tabana gaya no gali de sukar ana bi wodi tani so guwa tarabuna wele di biga ena to biga abiet kalas girwa mutu questo girada karado sudurde to wali ubi bada turus biya turus tarau kia turus de gisadu jede dawa di ga turus tani bara dawa de bara uyala kaman tani isala lisa wotaban biya turus tani taban wallahi kida yom tani biga fi binia ta jede ta cousin tani ana ruwa biga fi beto okele mi yakote lisa sibu da suya le jenal gidor makura biga kalas ma gigeni zatu majabata ni kalas sakana zatu biga ma ginenjil because dawa biga too much yala zatu biga ana taibes gi worry big ma sakana ta jisim to kanana tonga biga kana jisim to biga amul grikida ana bigulo okay kan lisa mamul ana bi kore gwata binta this what I go through ma weledi al kibir biga grosul letaninde biga kalas I learned something now better you know like ada lela then ana kelm gali bada min pe ayatai aja isim jiena de sala umi sala okuti ana mabi wodile enizo kanana sala gidoru marokuba ana lisa mayali ile kanana biga mutu takulukula ena tai biga magana jata dunia Seriously. So life is very difficult. Like in Kantarwa through Fogo, you will be more strong and more smart. And the time when I see my relationship, but my stakal request, aja wahid alfi muktaina, ana gali Nora can ita ma really get out. Ita be Lucy ya. It's better take your feet, stand on your feet, just layalde. Ayata yalde. Kere alta kimarwa through where you go through. And I just decide this. Because I know something wrong, the kid's gonna be, I'm gonna lose the kid. If I just push myself, gal, oh, kalas, ana mean everything. See? Yeah,
Wow.
so this only my testimony a little bit there and the way how people go through, but Anna just give Anna basically can finance what I knock back home limon gas mara bijuba taide. This time wodi jena welele okutaki welele munu, please do not do this. Because you never know. Woman family can woman gain if imalwe be attack quest. Yala be gulu be derisu jena dema derisu. But ayal jena de gima sifogo kap asatai ana marwa fi maderisa. Ana kulu ki stakalu de yal to woman giro fi maderisa. Yala lana arfo monde. Tani biga engineer. Mon kulu biga ki stakalu mashallah. Lakin we nana mafi. Le uncle tai the same thing yal to sita yal. Alana geni take care. Kulu biga woman educate. We no ana yaude asa lisa na gimang mang biga ma abcd ini biga so madrasa bejai o yal bejai full time shukul bejai bill bejai a lot I'm going through right now, you know. But so this what I just my
Wow.
everything. Just I want to support people not to give their kids now whatever what you're suffering with your kids together. Do not make any mistake. Kaman la buat ita kana bu ali maybe kan mara taki wele mutu wele fiaja tani mukarban. Please don't give up on your kids. And mara alita girwa jibu wara de, you need to open your eye for your kids. Kanta open eye because ita always busy nage stakalo asan bijiwa akil fi bed ita marufu. Ita gosul kida mara beala guita mataku tamam fi bab. Lakini you don't know what the kid's going through. The kid get careful. Cave asa kanana ruwa wori alela kalam de la bui kan biga bui mafi maana mutu. Alela bidugwana kab yala bi lie bigulu jena de kana mulkida na gideri su gale aiwa ita deri su workwest bidugu jena de kap. So
Thank you so much, Nora.
yeah, thanks so much. And ana lela ma be told, and because I know kalam alana gi kalma na into homework ana girwa fogo.
Alas, before you go, I will give Kurkuju 2 minutes. I will give Mom 2 minutes so they can encourage you, and give Amel 2 minutes, and then you can go.
Okay.
Kurkuju, you have 2 minutes. Can you encourage our sister?
Young Nora, they said, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. And the level of endurance that you went through it, you struggle. تطرد دبان من دهر بتاعك بورشال تشيل عيال يوم كله قماش بلاستيك في انجرة ومش عارف ايه. It is unbearable. لكن God will bless you, will bless your kids. And overall, I don't know wherever you are right now, I believe your life standard أحسن من الذات خرج من كلية بتاع هندسة هم لسه في طرف أفريقيا هناك. And your children, they have a first-class education, first-class healthcare. They will be much, 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 much healthier. And God does his thing miraculously. Yes, I just learned recently, al-assassin nuzolo is at samam, wala overdose with dawa, just give them milk. Milk will override the sumum bita dawa, and it happened naturally. God wants to put you through so that to make you stronger. Okay? Lo إذا أنت كنت ضعيفة أنت كنت متي. Lakin, God decided to use you to reserve your life so that you come and share this testimony. Okay? I complain, أنا كنت ما قاعد ناكل لحم عند اللزوم. What is it? It is nothing. Okay? I never complain على أساس it is an abuse, but what you went through it is something that worth sharing. على أساس إنه others have to look at it and to say, look what Nora went through it. Okay? It is nothing. God reserve you to come and share this testimony. And God always, He tests the strong. He will never test the weak. ما بجرع في ظهرك ده كان ممكن تموت. Okay? دقو انت حصل شنو مش عارف ايه. لكن who is gonna be here to share Nora testimony? Okay? That is why He reserved your life. So that you have to come and reveal it and share it with others, and then everybody have to reset themselves to say, I got nothing in my childhood. Okay, thank you for coming, and thank you, Brother Guy, for opening this access so that people have to come to share those great stories to reveal it. Okay, the story of Job, بتاع يعقوب في البايبل اسمه منو؟ أيوب. Is Ayub mad? We learn nothing out of it. Okay. But God, because God decided to test him to the extent مرة بتاعه ذاته بيقول ده شنو جلد بتاعه قاعد يشم أفن شنو مش عارف ايه أصحابه. Everybody left him. Okay. But he never cursed his God. And then God blessed him and blessed him 7 times. أداو يال أجمل أداو مال أكتر أداو أي حاجة أكتر من لأنه if you did not see this wealth and blessing, your kids, your grandkids, they will enjoy the endurance. So thank you very much for coming and sharing this story. And I hope others will play this video so that Junubin and many others, especially Yalnal for Western Hemisphere, they have to listen to this story testimony with Sister Nora. Thank you.
Thank you. Sister Emil.
Yes, how are you?
Very good. How you doing?
أنا دايما في الشغل.
ماذا فات بيل بتاع كهرباء ولا شنو؟
أيوة.
أنا في الشغل.
That's true. Yeah.
دايما أنا في الشغل. That's why I'm trying to make some money عشان to solve problem بتاع South Sudan.
Yeah.
If I could. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. My lovely mommy Flora Peter then. Brother Kuju زي ما المرة بيقول اسمك شوية difficult but I'm practicing it. Brother Guy, my sister Nora. بقول لك حاجتين يا نورا. حاجة الأول I know what you've been through and I hear it. لكن always remember one thing. لو أنت كويسة في ناس كويسة. If you have a good heart في ناس عندهم good heart. Maybe أنت قعدتي مع ناس اللي ما عندهم really heart. Those who are very wicked. ودوك الاكسبيرينس اللي خلاكي you don't trust people. Let's say we should not trust people, it's true, but we should love people. فعشان الاكسبيرينس دي don't judge everybody basic on that experience. You know, في برضه في ناس كويسين، في ناس كويسين وفي ناس عنده the same heart as you indicate. فدايما think about it. لو انت كويسة في ناس برضه كويسات. لو انت بتقدري تعمل الكويس للناس تانيين في ناس برضه بيعملوا الكويس لك لعيالك. أما التجربة أنت اللي دخلت فوق دي it built you already. It built you. And believe me, ربنا will reward you. ما هيخليكي كده. نهايتك God will give you someone who will wipe your tears. Someone that who will like you will never believe ده حاجة ربنا بديك له. لكن بديك له حاجة أنت you had desire. يعني at the end of your day you will see your life هيكون very beautifully. لأن في الدنيا ده what we need is patience. It's only patience. If you could endure everything really very painful, ما في pain تاني you're gonna pass through more than what you've been through. لأن actually since you was a baby, you know you حقك يعني فات حده. لكن حده ده ربنا already جابك برا. أداك عيال برا. That was a way. That's what happened to Joseph. It was sold by his own brothers. لكن عشان هو to be out of that country to go to Egypt to be حاجة ده حاجة ربنا اداله في النهاية you have to go through a lot. فeach one of us عنده purpose في حياة ربنا عنده purpose لنا but everybody go differently and then at the end of the day that's a part of your journey, part of your destiny. If you don't go through that you cannot reach your destiny because God actually want to push you through that pain and then because الحاجات دي هيكون أكتر من كده. If you could pass through all the pain ما في pain تاني هيكون أقوى من كده. That's all I could tell you my sister. I wish you all the best. وربنا هيديكي from the bottom of my heart. I will pray ربنا هيديكي somebody who will wipe your tears. The tears اللي انت مشيتي بيه في حياتك ده it will come one day. One person only will come and wipe your tears.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Mama Flora, you ready?
Yes, I am. I don't
Okay.
know what to say, to be honest. Nora have said something. It's hard for me. I find it hard to cry, but I just have to because this thing have touched my soul, and it took me back. It took me a lot back. Nora, I don't know how you made it to be where you are today. And I don't know how strong you are. I felt so weak when you came to certain thing you touched. But one thing I can assure you, it's only God who has protected you.
Yeah.
Nobody else. And the same God is there where you are today. And that God is the father of you and your children today. And that God will see them through. One thing I can just say as a mother, anything who is good in the land where you are, anything who is good in the land where you are, you reap it 1,000 times, you and your children. And any bad thing, you'll never see it. As you dedicate them to God, and you show them love of God, and show them where you came from, they will never lack anything. Because I can see in you, you're full of love, you're full of joy, you're full of stamina, and you're full of encouragement. Those things people pay for it to go for counseling. Here you are. I'm a counselor by professional. I did it for living. But when I see somebody like you, I get scattered. I find myself as I'm doing nothing because there are people who are there. So, my dear daughter, to read or write, you're never late. I was born by a mother who can't read and write, and where I am at the moment. And she's here with me because she showed me the love you have for your children. She showed me the stamina you have for your children. That's what made me. Are you ready to make your children? Are you want to make your children tomorrow? So that's your journey. You're nevertheless degree. It is a paper. But what can you bring into the table? What can you talk to others? Look at yourself and look at your associate and your age mate. Where are they and where you are?
Right.
That's when you can see the difference. And you say, God, you love me. And because of that love, you made it to where you are. Any disappointment, it is a blessing somewhere. That man treat you that way for God to bring a good one out of you. And that good one, it was your decision, your fear. Before Arab will tell us, Al-Khawaf birabbi iyalo. Because you are that coward. You came to your corner as an illiterate that you think, which I do not. And where you are today, a woman with a degree can't do it because they don't have wisdom. Our leaders back home, they led all the South Sudan. They never even know how to write. They use their thumb. and they are known by anybody, and they fought Arab and they fought everybody. It's not writing and reading make you who you are. It is your personality. The leaders are born as the leaders. The leaders, they are not trained to be a leaders. You can be trained as a boss, but you'll never be trained as a leader. You'll never be trained as a good person. It has to do within you. And there you got it. May God bless you and keep you, and it shall be well.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much.
Nora, I just want to tell you that I can't imagine one of my girls to go through in the age of 4 years old. In the matinum, you can't sleep, you can't do anything. What I can tell you that you're gifted. And why is that? Because imagine, حتى الأم ذات your stepmom, she will not do an abuse to her own child.
Oh.
There's no way she can do that. But because you're not biological daughter, that's why she doesn't care.
Yeah.
You will not go through what you've been through.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes when those incidents happen, ما خلي زول يفكر ده لو كان جناي, how am I gonna do the same thing? Like ظهر كله جروح, you know? And even your own brothers, your step brother, they don't care. And you're not the same mom with the same father.
Yeah.
You to go to the same blood, the same father, the same mom, and هجدا ما حصل. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? But because you're a woman, you went through a lot, and that's why now what God make you unique. See? You become strong, you're raising your kids in peace, your kids become successful, now they go to college. You even dream, when I get married, I will live a happy life. لكن راجل جامل شنو? After having 5 kids, he did not, he wasn't there as your father, عشان أعمل لك cover for all this year that you lost. You haven't done وما عمل الموضوع ده. In fact, جرح قلبك more. He make you that تكره ذاته human being. Now you thought, when I get married, all the things that I've been through, my husband will reward it for me. So you thought that maybe your husband will reward everything. لكن اتضح إنه he did not do that. What I can tell you, my sister, it is well. It is well that God, Robert Mabusluma, even though you went through a lot, God knows that there will be a time you will be happy. And now this is the result now. You raise your kids, but you raise 5 of your children by yourself, without men. You refuse to bring men to your house. And whatever you went through, you don't want the same thing to go to your children.
Yeah.
Lana, you suffer a lot. You have seen a lot. You want your children to have a better life, a better future.
Yeah.
Of course, maybe there's can be afkar that you want to commit a suicide. Bijik afkar life is not fair anymore. But you always think that, hey, there's a children that I have to raise. There's a children that they don't have a father. And I'm the father for them. Nothing. That's why you stood strong, and that's why you're still strong. That's why you're still smiling. Keep smiling, Nora. Keep smiling. Because the more you smile, the more your enemy will put to shame. The more you smile, the more your children will say, like, oh, mom is happy. It means that when you're down, your children will be down. But whenever you're smiling, even though you're hurt, that gives them joy. It gives them hope. So my advice to you to tell you that keep smiling. Don't show to the devil that you surrender. Never surrender to devil. That's what I can tell you.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And you guys have a very wonderful night.
Thank you. Thank you. You too. You too. Thank you so much, Nora. That was strong. That was powerful. Amel?
Yes.
Sorry, it's your turn now. And thank you for encouraging our sister.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. طبعا عايز أقول ده من different background. أنا جيت من I always tell people like أنا أبوي أو كان يعني كان more than a king بالنسبة لي وبالنسبة لأهلي أولاد عميمي كلهم. أبوي يعني بيته كان مرجع بالنسبة لنا. هو جاب أولاد عمي كلنا. he was أنا ما أعرف هم كان number 7 number 8. لكن الحب الجوا أبوي لأهله لأولاد أخوانه لأولاد أخواته هم 3 من حبوبتي ولدين وبيت. لكن هو الحب اللي هو زرعه في أهلي يعني وزرعه فينا. it was so amazing. وربنا رزقه بمرة هو it was my mom. يا أمي كانت يعني بيكون عشان أبوي she was really يعني إذا عملت مع أبوي شديد فهي كانت المرة المثالية لأهلي. يكون زي أمي أو في مكان أمي. أولاد عمي كل بيحكوا لها يعني she really play a great role في الأسرة بتاعنا. أبوي كمان ما عنده قصد إن دجنا وقت دجنا عمتي. هو سأل أمي وأخوه لأنه أمي بس واحدة فجاب معه أخوه من البلد. وأبوي جا درس خالي بقى زي أخونا الكبير. هدول ما وصل هاي سكول يعني ما داد وجارس له وجاب له مرة. لكن بينا كان مرجع وما في زول ياكل براو ما في زول أي زول عنده سريله. كان زول الصغير الكبير جا عندنا ضيف إحنا بننوم تحت. إحنا عيال أبوي بننوم تحت whether you like it or not you have to go شوف لك البلانكت وخلي زول الكبير ينوم فوق. وده أولاد عمي يعني دي مجرد أولاد عمي بس. فأبوي يقدر يزرع حاجة حلوة شديد فينا you know. فأنا I grew up with a house full of love. نسا وين عميمي كانوا كتير في بيننا جايبينه. it was يعني حاجة it was so amazing you know. أنا لما I grew up وبقيت كبير I was looking for that love. This is what really put me to be going everywhere. لأن أنا بمشي ما بلقى الحب اللي لقيته من أبوي ومن أهلي كله you know. فبلقى يا أخوان ما بيحبوا بعضهم أو something different totally different. لكن أنا كنت I was looking تجيب الناس كلهم وتديم الحب تزرع الحب فوق. في خلاني من أهل أبوي خلاني من أهل أمي خلاني من أهل أبوه كلهم في بيتنا يعني بيتنا كان really ملجأ. ف yeah thank you okay thank you so much. فده حاجة اللي حصلت لما أنا كبرت وبقيت طلعنا برا. أولاد عمي أبوي هم ربام دول كله طلعوا برا. كلنا على فكرة جينا برا في أمريكا في أستراليا في كندا. it was so amazing إن إحنا كلنا جينا برا. لكن علمنا حاجة واحدة إن الفاميلي مهم بالنسبة لنا. الناس بيقولوا أنا قريبة لأبوي أو أنا بشبه أبوي and I came to the end أنا فعلا أبوي يعني أبوي ممكن يمشي برجله ويدي قرش المواصلات. كان لقاك أنت ده حبه للناس كله. لكن لقاك أنت وماشي بيقول لك أنا يعني ممكن يمشي برجله ويديك أنت آخر قرش في جيبه. لو جا في بيت وأدو أكل قال منو ما أكل الزول اللي ما أكل ده بديه الأكل وهو بيقعد بجوع. فمن هناك ناس أمي وناس مرينا عمي يتعلموا يعني بيجا they have to give everybody food لأنه هو لو جا وما في زول أكل وما حياكل. it was so amazing يعني you cannot imagine this kind of love. مرد أبوي الهو جابه كمان بقت أزرق يعني سبحان الله. هي كانت يتيمة فجابت هي تعذبت وهي صغيرة فهي كانت محظوظة جدا جدا تعرس أبوي. you cannot imagine إن أبوي ما عنده قصة ده بدا أمي ده بدا أمي. كلنا we have to do نغسل وننظف في البيت يعني حتى أمهاتنا they have to understand. عيال ده ينظف ده دور ده يغسل ده دور ده. ما في دجنا ما ينظف دجنا أختي ينظف ما في حاجة زي ده. لما جابوا مرد أبوي كمان بقت بتدور مع أمي 3 يوم لمرد أبوي 3 يوم لمرد أمي ويوم واحد لينا إحنا. لو إحنا في مدارس لو إحنا ما في مدارس زي أنا وزي أي زول we have to do أي زول عنده دور حقه. فيعني my dad was لو كان ما هو strong I don't think like إحنا كان مشينا بالطريقة اللي هو مشينا بيها especially I was so stable I was a stable child يعني even لو قالنا خلاص عفش أنا بمشي نقطع يدي بحاجة ويكب دم عشان ما نعمل عفش وبعد ده كله بيجي رجال بيقول ده دورك خصل العفش ده أنا ما داير أمورك دي I will go back and do عفش عشان أنا ما داير أعمل عفش في النهاية بعمله عشان ما في حاجة أبوي يقول لي ما I don't care إيدك قطع إيدك قطع ده دورك ما في دول هيجي يعمل دورك I learned to do it ما بقيت يعني to play around with him you know لما إحنا كبرنا وبقينا في حاسة حاليا من أبوي توفى this is the beautiful thing this is the most beautiful thing حاجة اللي أنت so you will reap it إحنا أبوي طبعا ما كان شايف إن هو داير هذا نزول he was the only one who like to give financially everything هو كان بدي لما أبوي توفى إحنا ماشينا وشيلونا ودونا في بلد لأنه هو طلب إن إحنا ودي في بلد that's the first time in my life أنا ما كان مشيت في بلد أنا مشيت في South Sudan في 2011 that was my first time لكن my first time في حياتي نمشي بلد you cannot imagine الناس مشوا معانا في بلد والمطر طبعا السيول والأمطار حتى البنطلون أنت بترفعه فوق في محل راسك it was so amazing terribly السيول والأمطار وأهالي جو معانا مشينا مسافات جامد برجلنا عشان هنا نقطع الكوبري طبعا كان هذا صغير جدا جدا وهنا بحر وكوبري عميق لما إحنا جينا وصلنا الكوبري لقينا أهالي كل أولاد عميمي وعميمي كانوا يعني منتظرين أبوي لما إحنا جينا هم رفعوا أبوي يعني you cannot imagine هم we carry الكاسكت من راسنا لما أنا I want to carry my cousin told me Amel you don't need it your job is done فهم they carry my dad on the casket في راس حقهم في محل قصير يعني محل يعني لو التفت ممكن تقع في بحر I was thinking أبوي هيجودوا في البحر أنا كل ما أشوف أنا بقفل العين بقول يا رب الشيطان ما يقشني I thought they're gonna throw him في بحر لكن هو شغل بالكاسكت براسه all the way قطعني الكوبري مشينا اتجاه تاني اتجاه تاني we carry him مشينا مسافة شديد برجلنا جابوا حصان يعني أهل يعني الزمن اللي أبوي كان محتاج فيه أهلي ده زمن موته فمرات الناس بيفتكروا أنا ما محتاج لفاميلي ما داير زول أنا أي زول محتاج لزول لكن في وقت أنت بتكون محتاج فوقه أكتر أبوي ما كان محتاج للكل كله لما هو كان في خرطوم وكان عنده كل شيء وزدون هو بروفايد لكن في موته لو كان عمي ديل ولا عمي ما كانوا قاعدين أنا وأمي كان أخوي وأبوي we cannot do it عشان to carry him all the way البودي حقه to بلد we cannot do it لما مشينا البلد أبوي دايما كان قاعد يقول لي يا بنتي جيب لي راجل زي كده انت رجالك اللي بتجيبين ديل انت يوم ما you will witness my death I thought he was kidding فهم بيقول لي لما تجيبي راجل اجي يقولوا ده راجل ده نسيبه لا قال يعني يكون مناسب معه فبقول لا دادي انا هجيب افضل منك بقول لي كان لقيت راجل زي you are very lucky my daughter فانا عديد انه ليه هو بيقول كده لما مشينا فعلا دفنا it was so amazing الطريقة the way they honor him ويا الأخير الأمين كله تلقوا مسجد فوق it was so something unbelievable it was حاجة
Thank you so
بتمنى
much, Amel. Thank you so much for your kalamak. But I've seen people are withdrawing shway. People are going down. You know, and sometimes لما نكون topic طويل ممكن الناس بيملوا. You know. So now we're gonna give 2 minutes to Karkuja. So because now we are machine في نهايات بتاع الشو بتاعنا. Need 3 minutes لكركوجو to end up كلامنا. بعد كده how to wrap it up. You know. تفضل كركوجو.
Thank you, brother Guy, and for making the time and setting this platform to allow us to come and share different story. And I believe I learned a lot tonight. Starting with my cousin here, Susan Ali, with the experience with Madam Amel, what she went through it, what happened to her life. But I think Nora, she reset us. She reset us completely. And we have to hold our feeling and everything. I felt numb, when she talked about her ordeal. Yes, I was been grown up in a city, and I can claim بقول انه انا ولد مدينه، لكن انا بعرف انه الشريف ذاته لما بيدرسوا بالمرهقه ده كيف انه how much effort is being put in there. So there is a lot to learn from it. لكن ربنا بيعمل شغل بتاعه miraculously. بتذكر القصة ده سنة 77 في الراديو بتاع جوبا. اوكي. Yeah, I am proud. أنا زول قديم. I was a child. زمن داك دوب أنا بدأت سنة أولى ابتدائي. فالقصة كان في الراديو بتاع جوبا بيتكلم عن إنه بيحكوا قصة بتاع درات في المساء. اوكي. عن إنه الدرة جابوا لها جنة بتاع مرة تانية على أساس إنه to look after her. فهي كان بتعمل شنو؟ بتنجد البنجوك. اوكي. اللي هو الدبة ولا قرع اللي عندنا. فبتنجد البنجوك بتقوم بتقلع البطن بتاعت البنجوك اللي انه فيه والعيال فيه والبذرة واللوحاء اللي انه ذاك البنجوك بيديه للجنة بتاع درته. اوكي. وبعد كده بيدي عيالها البنجوك. So in 2 weeks 3 weeks شافت انه الجنة بتاع درته صحته كويس، ما مشكله. موضوع الجنة يكون سمين ده مهم جدا جدا في افريقيا زمان يعني. سو العكس الجنة بتاع الدرة يا هو لانه she look more healthy، صحته ماشي كويس and everything، وعياله اللي بياكلوا بنجوك so they are not getting anywhere. كان في زول قديم من شعب بتاع جنوب السودان، اكيد انه في زول سمع قصه ده في الراديو بتاع جوبا بريسايسلي سنه 77، لانه زمن ذاك انا بتذكر دوبا انا في السنه الاولى وكنا في التونج. اوكي. سو شوف الحكمه بتاع ربنا، هي افتكرت انه قاعد يدور ولا بيدي whatever الجانب البطال، فهنا انه she's giving the most healthier part of the food للجنة بتاع درته، لأنه الجنة يتيم and God decided to bless الجنة ده على أساس إنه to make the child much stronger. So what I'm trying to say هو بيقول من الديك أنا بجع المنفس. Okay. So he does his thing miraculously. And this is whereby we need to learn from experience of other. We have to appreciate what we have in our disposal today. As I say, no, when you go to bed, you say, hey, God, I am much, much better. Al-Gissa بتاعت Nora. Okay? It is happening in South Sudan as we are speaking right now. Okay? في مجموعة من بنات على الأقل بيكون في 20-30 جنة بيت في نفس وضع ما بيختلف عن وضع بتاع نورا. Okay? Therefore, we have to bring them to our memory. When you look at your kids in America and Australia and Europe, how blessed and privileged they are. As a father, you need to pray for those who are less fortunate. Okay, and also those story, it is good. Like Madame Flora here, her daughter, she listened to those story. عايزين يالنا يسمعوا للقصص دي على أساس إنه to reset them and to understand child abuse. This one for category. How are you going to categorize it? أنت هتكون وين؟ Here, when you yell at your child, okay. Oh, this is a child abuse. And somebody was writing something about child abuse there. So no, Nora Fat Builder. How are you going to describe it? Okay. Right. They had to level with that abuse. All this when you put them together. Kalik menenu al verbal abuse. Okay. So this is my little piece. Just I want to share with it. Keep this conversation, and I hope God will facilitate from time to time we can come and share our little wisdom or our little experience with other. And we hope out of this conversation, we are not here to annoy anybody, but we are courageous enough, Alasaseno, to come and share our little experience, regardless of how bad or how good it is. We look forward other will benefit from it. لأنه في القصة ده كله لو إذا في بيت واحد من بنات بتاع جنوب السودان سمع قصة بتاع نورا and it reset her على أساس إنه to appreciate what she's getting from her family wherever she is, it is a blessing. So رسالتك يا brother Guy بيكون عمل شغل بتاعه. لو إذا في راجل يعرف إنه الchild abuse معناه شنو فكر في الكلام اللي انه هيستوري بتاعت نورا and decide to reset his position على اساس انه to treat جنا اخوه ولا جنا اخته properly, then that is a big win. It is time well spent. I am very grateful to be part of this platform, and I hope my contribution from time to time, this 1 cent I am dropping it, somebody will pick something positive out of it, will reset, will change their life. Thank you very much. I will give it back to you. I will exit and I will be listening instead of keeping your screen crowded. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother. That was powerful. Mel, you have your 3 minutes.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then our mom will
wrap it up. You know, حاجة بقدر أقوله للناس, what we sow, that's what we reap. You cannot sow manga and you say you want to reap banana. It's a lie. Honestly, what we sow, that's what we reap. حتى لو إنت you don't reap it now, make sure life what time and season. Time will come and you will reap it. Because ده حاجة لابد منه. So it's good for us to sow الحاجات الكويسة.
Yes.
You know, like during my late dad, he saw a love ولقى love حقه في النهاية, وده الحاجة اللي كان هو دايره. اتعلمت منه حاجات كتير. هو ما فخامة أو ما show up, لكن أبوي توفى 2017. من 2017 I took over his wife, who is my stepmother, and a step brother, and we don't even call each other stepsisters. We call إحنا أخوان الأخوان. 3 of them since 2017 up to now. Monthly I send them a salary حقهم بتاع بيت وبتاع أكل monthly. It's a commitment. You know, زول ما يشوف يقول ده مرة أبوي أو جنا أبوي, I don't want to help them. No. You are not doing it because of them. You are doing it عشان ربنا. لو هم كعبين, لو مثلا انت شايفين هم كعبين, لو هم كويسين, it's a duty. It's a part of your duty. Now we spend money here for nothing. ملابس حاجات فارغ. لكن if you change somebody's life, that, you know, this is what we need in the dunya, change somebody's life in a positive way. You know, a smaller bit of the builder will change their life. I took my brother Hassan to Masr. I commit myself. I send him money every month. That's why I work every day. The kid, I'm not doing it only for my family. I have some friends that I help them. So what you saw, that's what you reap. ربنا قال كان انت ما قدرت تساعد زول حاجة صغيرة اللي عندك, انت منتظر الكبير عشان تساعد به الناس, you will never get that blessing. لأن البسيط اللي انت بتقدر اللي عندك ده, share it with people. That's why we talk about sharing. Then tomorrow ربنا يعني if he trusts you with the small thing, he will bless you and هيديك حاجة كبير. لأن ربنا will try you with the small thing first, and if you succeed, he will give you the biggest thing. الناس اللي عندهم الدنيا ده لو people start sharing and take care of those who ما عندهم, it will ما في زول هيكون تعبان أو ما عنده. لأن what we have in this world is enough. لو إحنا we share it, it will be enough for everybody. You know, but the people are very greedy, are very selfish. They just want to take and half, but they don't want to give. Life is take and giving. It's not just to be taken without giving. So I will just remember, in the jana ahuk, jana abuk, don't tell them that huma they are not yani ma jana humak. Tell akhwanak, damak, and that share with them. God will bless you abundantly. But it's good to sow love. In my part, it's good to sow love, because if you sow love, you reap love, and love is the greatest. This is what ربنا قال يعني إحنا لو حبينا بعضينا كما هو حبنا. This is what the world want. This is what we really want in this life. It's not ما كراهية. That's why أنت في كراهية بناس killing each other. They're doing a lot of bad things. لكن لو في love I love my auntie Flora and I love you. What will take me to go and think to talk about you badly? If there is love, I will never talk about you badly. If there's a love, أنا ما بخلي زول يمشي يقول ده عملك حاجة كعب. لأن اللوف بيجيب حاجات حلوة. لكن الكراهية والجلس بيجيب الكيلينج والحاجات كتير كعبة جدا جدا. So that's all my message for today. And thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution.
You're welcome.
Yeah, until we meet again in Yom Al-Khamis, inshallah.
Inshallah.
All right. Stay blessed. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, Mom Flora. Okay.
Yeah, it is really good. We are really doing 3 hours exactly by God's grace.
Yes.
From 3 hours to 2 hours, 2.5
2 hours and a half, and that will be good. You know.
I just wanted to acknowledge everybody who have shared their view. People who have come into studio. Thank you very much. You made it different to South Sudanese children. People are behind of the camera. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate you all, because it's not because you don't have anything to do to listen to us, because you have value our time, therefore you want to hear us out. What do we have for you? I hope we become a blessing to you. I hope we left the seed into your ears and into your loved one ears, and those who are going to see the video. You will never go wrong until you see what the others have shared and what they have gone through. I went through tears today, but I was heartbroken. I did not know. And therefore, always people say, listen to other people's testimony before you think you are going to take your life. You are worth nothing. You are unappreciated. See other people's testimony and see where they stand before you can stand up and say, well, my dress wasn't that dirty. It just only was a dust on it. Because there are some people that dress, you can't see their color. But they will stand there and they will show you, I am here and I am alive.
Amen.
Thank you for everything you have said. Thank you for the contribution. Thank you, my son Gailam, for your time. I know you have dropped Sunday, which I do understand as a father, as a husband, as a breadwinner at home. You have to amend yourself. Don't stretch yourself, because some people, because you stretch yourself to try to accommodate others, they find you inconsistently, they'll give you a name. Yeah, but they do not know what we are going through.
Absolutely.
And therefore you have avoided those names and those excuses. You want to be on time, and you doesn't matter if it's a one person or two people who are in the forum. That's what matter. If you can change one life or two life a week, you have done a lot around the globe. Jesus did not come for many. He came for that one seat. And that one seat, that's what we are here today, is spending that time for. And that message, thank God for the social media. It's going to be there, and somebody will hear it out and will meet somebody during their need, as we watch other audience as well. If you're a good surgeon, and if God meant it for you, you'll meet it. And if God haven't meant it for you, you'll never mean it. And you'll never meet it as well. And if God do not mean it for you, you'll be listening here, but the message will pass you by.
Absolutely.
I hope the message won't pass you by. Thank you, Brother Korkuji, Nora, Sarah Ali, and my daughter Mel. You guys have made it all. And my beautiful Patricia, my beautiful daughter, who have really struggled.
Yes.
If we can't make it for camera, must make it for voice. What a wonderful girl. You have done it all. And because of that hard desire for yours, It is well with you. God bless you and God love you. And Gailam, God love you and God bless you and your loved one and your family.
Amen.
Stay blessed. Until we meet on Thursday.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you so much. Until we meet again on Thursday, inshallah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right. We are about to go to the end of our show. It was a fantastic show. It was a show that full with testimony and uh, people cry, tears come out, and there's many more that people are facing in our community. There's many more stories, just like our sister Nora, Susan, and Patricia, Amel, and the rest. Nas katir habbu, or they choose to be quiet. It is not like they don't want to speak, but they choose to keep it to themselves. But let me assure you that the more you keep it to yourself, the more you're harming yourself. But when you let out all the anger in your heart and you start to forgive people individually, people that harm you, people that treat you wrong, people that hurt you, if you start to forgive them, guess what? You're opening more blessing to come to your life. There's so many, the same story. There's a lot of them. And let's في حاجات برضه ما سمعنا which are the worse than what we have heard. There's more. But I encourage those people that are out there, come out, come up. Let us speak. Let's talk. Let's release things that are bothering us. Let's release anything that goes in your brains, in your heart. It is time for you to release it. And for those people that have not seen stuff like that, I want you to be a helper. I want you to come and encourage those people that went through and be grateful and thank God that I thank you, Lord, that I have not been in that stage or in that problems and بيحصل ومشاكل. I myself have never been there. But I was touched with the stories that I've heard Bani Usamitu, things they've been through. That will give me courage even to do more and to help others, to help other people that are in help, are in need. You can make a difference. Your voice can make a difference. Of course, we don't have enough, but your words can make a difference in this platform. Your words can make a difference in our community, in our society. Be someone that can contribute. Don't just be a person that just want to listen and want to hear other people talking. Your voice can make a difference. Your voice can make a difference. It is time for us to speak. Let's encourage people that are voiceless. It wasn't easy for them to talk about it. It wasn't easy to come to this platform and express things that they've been through. But because of the love they have for us, it's because of the love they have for our nations, our country. It's because of the love they have for this platform. They come to encourage other people. They come to make difference. They come to in a voice to be heard. Other people are not acting. Let them come. As our brother Kukuja said, mentioned earlier, that on Thursday we can repeat the same topic. And let's try to make it 2.5. Now we have done a good job. We make it to 3 hours. I'm proud of you guys. If you can keep it to 2.5 hours max, I will rejoice and I will thank God for that. But I know and I believe that we can do it. Please share it with friends, with loved ones, and be there on Thursday, inshallah. At the same time, 7:30, 7:40, 7:45 will be the latest in case if I am late from work. I love you all. Shalom, shalom. Until we meet again, stay blessed. Remember, God loves you. Let's go to work.